Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Smash JT, and I've been playing way too much Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on my Nintendo Switch lately, and it got me thinking, how could Nintendo improve upon this formula? It feels like the perfect game experience. It might be the best fighting game of all time. In fact, it actually might be the best game of all time, but that's for another day to discuss. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and how it relates to what Nintendo's next big franchise is going to be. Psst, Nintendo, if you weren't planning on doing this, do it. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has proven to be everything everybody wanted and then some. The game itself is incredible. In fact, it's so incredible that Nintendo really can't do anything to improve upon it in a future iteration. It's all here. The graphics are absolutely incredible. The gameplay is spot on. The music and sound, everything about this game is perfect. And Nintendo can't make a sequel to that because what more could they do? Anything they wanted to add to it would be DLC, whether it be more characters, more stages, hell, even a stage creator. There's a lot of things they could add via DLC to this game to not necessitate a sequel to it. So how could Nintendo follow this up? How could they make a game better than Smash Ultimate after Smash Ultimate already exists? And we gotta start thinking three-dimensionally with Nintendo and how they go about these things, because they've dropped a few breadcrumbs in the past on what they plan on doing, and I firmly believe what I'm about to say with this video is a future game coming from Nintendo, and that is genre bending, completely changing up the formula of what people have known to grow and love in the past, like a platforming game, or a first-person shooter, or a tactical RPG, turn-based RPG. So many different ways to shift this formula. It just makes sense for Nintendo to continue the success of Smash Ultimate by bringing a large roster of characters to a different genre. Similar to how Capcom, Sega, and Namco Bandai got together for Project X Zone on the 3DS, and how Nintendo got together with Ubisoft to make Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Genre bending is nothing new per se. Companies have been doing this for a little while now, but as far as perfecting the Smash Ultimate formula and bringing it to a new genre, I think it could open up doors that nobody could even imagine. I'm thinking beyond just rehashing old 8-bit levels that we're all used to and completely reinventing the genre, making new levels and incorporating what we've known in the past into those. If it were to be a platformer game, incorporate old Mario levels. If it's going to be a Metroidvania, incorporate some of Super Metroid, keeping it like a 2D fighter as Super Smash Bros. Is, but using it into a different genre. Creating movesets that would help the character overcome obstacles in these games, where different characters would have different movesets which would help them overcome obstacles in a different way. So every time you played through the game, if you picked a different character, you'd have to refigure out how to get across these obstacles that you'd come across. And using their different specialties, like Link with his hookshot, or Samus with her grapple, or a ton of different ways to go about picking up items to get through different levels. The possibilities are truly endless, and that's what makes this a really unique and exciting venture. Nintendo did dip their toes into this in the past when they did those remix series on the Wii U and the 3DS, but I feel like that was just a basic approach to what I'm talking about. Instead of rehashing those old levels, actually making a new world that lives and breathes and allows you to play these characters in ways that makes them unique to the world itself. Depending on the game would also depend on what characters would be allowed into it and how it would work with them. Like if it was going to be a turn-based RPG, you could use pretty much every character and use their specialties. If it was going to be a platformer, you'd need to really focus on the characters that would work well in a platforming game. Yes, Mario Maker on Wii U had different costumes for pretty much all these characters, but they all moved and functioned like Mario in that game. I'm talking about making a unique move set and set of skills for each of these characters to be able to overcome the obstacles in the new game that will be coming out. Nintendo and Squaresoft back in the day on Mario RPG kind of touched on the genre bending when they had Link sleeping in the bed, and you couldn't really do much interaction with that. But imagine if there was a role-playing game where you could play as all these characters together in it. Select your party or come up with a storyline that somehow brings them together. It would be wild to be able to play through a role-playing game with Link and Mario and Samus fighting side by side and somehow incorporating them all together in the storyline to make sense of it, even if it's all a dream like Mario 2. It doesn't matter. Just the idea of having the ability
What's going on, guys? God, I gotta mute myself.
Not a fighting game.
Makes compete for my own talking here. How's everyone doing tonight? I should probably remove that image too. Hold on a second. Where is it? Why is it not moving? There we go. There I am. How's everyone doing tonight? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the first channel help session of 2019. Man, time does go by. Time does go by. God, we got a lot of people in here already. Damn, 25 people. Holy crap. You guys are awesome. First off, I just want to say much love and thank you for the support. Last year was, whew, last year was nuts, guys. I'm super pumped to hit another year and get wild on the tubes. So without further ado, who wants to be the first one that goes here? Thank you so much, everyone, for coming by the way. I should have some background music. I should have some Mario World. Mario World's a good fallback. And now that the stream won't get claimed by Nintendo, let's do that. How's the background audio compared to my audio? Yeah, so unprofessional, right? Alright, let's see. The first one I saw is Goblin, so I'll do Goblin first. Kamikaze Soundwaves is... I don't know who that is. It's a bit loud. Okay. I agree, it's a bit loud. Okay. How you doing, Acronel? Thanks for coming by. Hey, Retro Raider got 1,000 subs today. Congratulations. That's awesome. That's the hardest milestone. Would definitely be 1,000. I used to think it was 100, but you can get 100 just by interacting with enough community members and talking to people. Getting to 1,000 takes like legit good videos and time and a magical combination of luck. Let me see. What's up, DT? Thanks for coming by. So let me see. Goblin, go-to channel. Goblin, you will be first up on the chopping block. Let's see. Alright, so load up your channel. New arrival. Top 10 Christmas movies. Shocking list. Shocking list. Okay. So, let me see here. Bring this over here. Bring this up here. Okay, we're good. We're good. I need to be able to look at your channel and read the chats as well. You guys like my New Year's glass? I told my wife, I was like, really? You bought a sparkling glass and it says 2019 on it. And she bought this the day of New Year's. I'm like, it's literally going to be out of date the day after you bought these. But she's like, no, you can drink out of those all year. Like, when am I going to drink out of this all year? And here I am drinking out of it. So, yeah. What's up, Odd Pod? How you doing, man? Fancy seeing you here after I just saw you on your live stream. Welcome, welcome. What do you think Mother 3 should be called if it gets an official Nintendo localization? Earthbound Apocalypse? I honestly think they should just call it Mother 3. I think it's well known and folklore enough to be like Mother 3. People will be like, wait, what are the first mothers? And it'll get a lot of people talking. I think in the age of the internet, you can name it that and get away with it. I think calling it Earthbound 2 would almost be weird. I don't know if that would even make sense. But then again, Nintendo's naming terminology with the Game Boy Advance Mario games it shows you exactly what they're thinking. Okay, so anyways, let's get to doing this. Enough dilly-dallying. Be sure to like the stream and share it out for anyone who's new in here. So, Goblin, you're at 623 subscribers, and let's just watch your video here. Let's see what we got. Oh, I have it muted.
We'll be going over my top.
I'm gonna restart it.
Welcome to the Goblin 215 channel. Today we will be going over my top.
The audio sounds really muffled.
Before I start, I just want to say that I have never seen a Santa Claus, so it will not be in the list. Now, I would love to know what would be your top 10 list. Make sure to let me know in the comments below. Okay, let's get into the top 10 Christmas movies.
I'd say right off the bat, you already took too long to get into it. Instead of telling people to formulate their own lists, save that for the end of the video, because most people click on a video, they just want you to get right to the action, especially a top 10 video. Top 10, I expect to click on a top 10 and within the first 5 seconds, see number 10 for a list like that. Unless you have some sort of crazy thing to talk about that you just have to get out there, or qualifiers or something like that. I don't think it's necessary to give most qualifiers at the beginning. You can give those at the end if you want to.
Off at number 10, we have Batman Returns. Wait, what? That's right, you heard correctly. At number 10, we have Batman Returns. This movie has amazing music made by Danny Elfman. It has an eerie holiday sound to it. Plus, with the Batman theme, it makes it an outstanding...
I'd say another thing while I'm listening to your voice, you're doing something that a lot of YouTubers do, and you'll probably hear me say this a lot tonight, but this is just me being real with you, Goblin. I feel like you're holding back. I feel like you're almost scared to be talking. There's some weird intrinsic thing that comes across when I'm hearing your voice. It feels like you're almost like not whispering, but not speaking with authority and confidence. Like it feels like you're holding back those things.
Score. I always love watching this movie in the wintertime. I love seeing Gotham City during its holiday season.
Not mine.
The dark, wintry look has Tim Burton's name all over it. Tim Burton is one of my favorite.
No, I don't have the aspect ratio changed. This is the regular aspect ratio. This is how it's coming out. I'm not stretching anything. This is stretched.
Directors. Batman Returns at number 10.
I am Catwoman. Hear me roar.
At number 9, we have The Nightmare Before Christmas, an amazing story where Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King, has become bored.
I'm not lying.
and
What's up,
decides
Super
to
Nintendo?
kidnap Santa Claus and take his role.
Wonderful. It couldn't be more wonderful.
But you're the Pumpkin King.
Not anymore. And I...
One weird thing too that I've noticed from YouTube is when you're a smaller channel, I've said this before too, nobody knows about you, nobody knows who you are, nobody cares about you. Unfortunately, it's the harsh reality of the situation. So when you do a video talking about like your top 10, you almost need to change it. Instead of saying, this is why I like something, I. When I hear the word I and things about you, I'm putting myself in the place of the casual viewer that just stumbled upon this video. And my perspective is, why do I give a crap about you and what I want to know what I want to know what the popular opinions are. When you're a small channel, people don't care about your individual stuff. Unfortunately, I'm not saying that's the way it should be. I'm just saying that's the way it is. So try to limit talking about yourself when you're a smaller channel, because nobody cares about you. You need to speak from the royal we. Like, this is what is number 9. This is why number 9 is at this spot in the list. Things like that. Don't say, I like number 9 because when I was a kid, I like this. No one cares. No one cares. Unfortunately.
It feels so much better now.
Once again, the music has
Exactly. Super Nintendo hit it on the head. State your opinion as fact, because this intrinsically has opinions in it. So nobody's going to go into this getting mad at that because they'll expect it to be your opinion. I mean, obviously, it's not. There's no definite list of top 10 Christmas movies, so don't be afraid to state opinions as fact.
Dark holiday.
Cut the eye.
Because
Try to
again,
cut the eye as
music was
much as
composed
possible.
by Danny Elfman. Tim Burton has directed the movie as well.
Coloco!
At
What's
number 8,
up,
we
man?
have The Grinch Who Stole Christmas.
Thank you so
Now, there
much
are
for the
3
donation,
versions,
dude. Appreciate
but my
that.
favorite one is Jim Carrey's.
Appreciate
Jim Carrey
that.
is such an amazing actor. He's so underrated.
All right. I'll swing by for a minute, allow them to envy me, grab a handful of popcorn shrimp, and blow out of there.
This was the perfect role for him. The movie can really put you in the holiday spirit. The Grinch's costume was on point, very well made. At number 7, we have the huge hit movie.
Yeah, I
Home
would say the stretched images make it really low resolution and low quality for the viewer. So don't stretch it if you don't need to. Like this image, there's no reason for it to be stretched like it is. Keep the regular aspect ratio of it, even if it leaves a lot more space on both sides. Maybe keep it at an angle or something, spin it in and keep it at an angle, but don't stretch the resolution because it makes it look really low quality and it makes it look like unprofessional. And if you're looking to grow your channel, you want to feign the impression that you are legit, you got this going, you know what's up. If you make it look unprofessional, that screams not to sub from a mile away.
This movie was a huge success in the theaters, making over $285 million. Now remember, this movie came out in the 90s, and ticket prices weren't that expensive. Well, they were much cheaper. The whole idea of a family leaving their son behind accidentally while they go on a trip, leaving their son home alone.
Do we set the timers on the lights?
Mm-hmm. What else could we be forgetting?
Hey, Waffle Studios, Happy New Year.
While their son is alone in the house, he protects it from burglars by setting booby traps all over the place. It's a must-watch if you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, Down Phoenix, I'd agree with that.
At number 6, we have Gremlins. This is a great movie to watch during the holiday season.
Yeah, Acronal, I mean, it depends how it spins in and if it's part of the allure of the video, but I know what you're saying.
The movie starts out real cute, but once one of the gremlins gets fed after midnight, our cute furry friends turn to malicious little monsters.
I'd say, ultimately, I'm not going to sit through the whole video. I just want to give you some quick pointers. Ultimately, Goblin, I'd say work on the confidence and the reading skills, and that's the hardest thing for any YouTuber, including myself. I'm speaking from personal experience here. Like, just recently, my video I did on Earthbound Mother 3 and why it disappeared, I wrote out a script for that, and I had to re-record myself probably at least 4 times, just to make sure it didn't sound forced. I wanted it to sound as natural as possible, because when people are watching a video, if it feels like you're reading, if it feels like all you're doing is just dropping information, just reading straight through something, it can bore people, even with the video and everything going on in the background. So try to be animated with how you read. Like when I'm reading behind the scenes, I have my piece of paper. Hey, Ken, thank you so much for the $1 donation, dude. Appreciate you, man. When I'm reading, I'm like, I have my hands going. I'm pretending like I'm actually speaking to the camera. Like, what this says right now is, does Smash Ultimate's success point to Nintendo's next secret game? That's what I just wrote. But I didn't read it like I was reading from a piece of paper. I tried to read it like I'm looking at the camera and talking. Oh, hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, yeah. Okay, it's not working? Okay, there you go. Alright. Okay, what do you want? Okay, there you go. Alright, sorry about that, guys. But does that make sense? Hey, Rawman, how's it going? Happy New Year. One of my favorite YouTubers out there who is woefully underrated. Rawman, such a high quality channel. among with so many others here. Odd Pod, Super Nintendo. I mean, there's everyone in here. I truly love your stuff. I really do. Yeah, dad life for reals. But yeah, that's what I'd focus on. Focus on the confidence. Focus on how you're speaking. Even if your face is not on camera, focus on how your audio sounds, because that's the most important thing. It's so subtle, but it's the most important thing. Coloco, absolutely, dude. Another $5, dude? Seriously? I'd be happy to. Thank you so much for the donation, man. Don't feel, by the way, guys, don't feel like you need to donate in order for me to look at your channel. Donations will always get priority, but don't ever feel like you need to. I want to get to as many people as possible tonight. Give me 1 second here. But does that make sense, Goblin? As far as like what I'm saying, I don't want to feel like I'm cutting it short. I feel like you have a very good thing here, but you need to focus more on the end audience and remove yourself from the situation. Hey, Audrina, close the door, please. So, I hope that makes sense. All right. Coloco, one of my favorite, another very underrated YouTube channel. Can't believe he only has 433 subscriptions. Good Lord, that's awful. Awful for how good you are. That sounds bad if I just say that's awful. Open link in new window. Let me bring it up here. There we go.
Welcome everyone to Nintendo Game Talk. My name is Coloco, and in this edition of Everybody Loves Lists, we're going to be looking at the top 10 Nintendo 64 sound bites that are spoken.
Everybody loves Liz.
The reason I'm making this list is because, as we all know, the N64 Mini is soon to be announced.
No, it's not.
What?
It's not. See?
I'ma sing this song.
You're so talented, Coloco. You're so talented, dude. Coloco does all the singing in all his videos too. So talented.
When you're sure you've had it bought, but it's a lie, and well, that's don't let yourself go. To GameStop tonight. The N64 Mini. You can't buy.
You okay there?
Leave me alone, Mom.
I'm not your mom. Don't you have a video you have to do or something?
You know what? You're right. Should gotta get on that.
Spoken dialogue in Nintendo games, it's nothing new when the N64 came.
That was
Heck,
amazing.
Even
That
NES
was...
games had spoken dialogue.
Can we take a pause here? Anyone who watches YouTube and enjoys talent, go subscribe to this dude. First off, I don't typically just go and say this about everyone, but Coloco needs your subscription. He deserves it. That's Coloco's link right there. If you're enjoying what you're watching right now, click on that and subscribe to this dude and hit the bell. He's very, very talented.
I still remember that at Kari Warriors. Come on, let's fight! Yeah, I think that's what they said, but I remember that being spoken even in NES games and even Super Nintendo games. There were times when
That's funny. Like, I love everyone who's subbing to him here, but it's almost like a second purpose to these streams is not just to give help to these channels, but to give recognition to people who deeply, deeply deserve some recognition, because YouTube certainly isn't doing that work for them.
were spoken dialogues. But even N64, it wasn't something as prevalent as, let's say, a PlayStation or even Sega Saturn game, because those were CD-ROM based. And N64 games were cartridge based, so there was a space limitation, and the audio quality in general was.
Hey, what's up, back in the day, gamer?
Lesser quality than there were on those.
My
systems.
favorite
But
Pac-Man
even
suit
then,
wearing
there
fellow.
was some iconic spoken dialogue in N64 games, and these are the top 10.
Number 10.
When you think of
Yeah,
kart
Raw Man's
racers
awesome
on
too.
the Nintendo system, the first thing you think of is Mario Kart. But there was an awesome kart racer on the N64 called Diddy Kong Racing.
See, I want to say right now, like, it doesn't sound like you're reading from anything. It sounds like you're still talking to the camera, which is fantastic.
And that announcer, when you first boot up the game and you first hear that, you know you're ready to have some fun.
I got to go to the next level with you because you already stepped up your game and you're already really good. So my nitpicks are going to be nitpicks. Like, they're not going to be like overall generalization. I'm going to nitpick you because you're so good. First thing that I nitpick is what just happened right there. It gave a subtle hint of unprofessionalism. Not the biggest deal, but I'm sure you heard it. I'm sure everyone heard it.
On the N64 called Diddy Kong Racing.
Listen for it.
And that announcer, when you first boot up the game.
Cut that first. You don't need to say that twice. So you say, in that announcer, or and that announcer, when you first, and then cut, splice, and then pick up the other half of it so that you don't say when you first twice.
Game, and you first hear that, you know you're ready to have some fun in this awesome racer. Now, hopefully, they'll remake this game or even bring it on the Virtual Console to the Switch because it's awesome.
Number 9.
Killer Instinct Gold was my favorite.
I'd also say, if you... I'm going to nitpick some more because, like I said, you're good, so I'm going to be nitpicking. When I start nitpicking, I'm going to be saying a lot of stuff when I nitpick. Try to avoid saying things like, and I have this problem too, which is why I could say it, because I try really actively to avoid this. But when I say this game's really good because it's awesome, it's like that's not a good reason to tell people it's a good game. Give them a reason, an experience, a story. Don't say it's a good game because it's awesome, because otherwise it doesn't mean anything. If you know what I mean.
Fighting game on the N64. It's not saying a whole lot. There's not a whole lot.
Oh, is the volume too low? I can turn it up. Sorry about that. Is that better?
I absolutely loved the opening title sequence of this
audio
game.
is a little lower
From
than
the
most people's,
awesome
but
rock
fine.
music to that
What's
announcer.
up, church?
Got you
Game
pumped
Grinder
and
in the
you knew
house.
you were ready to throw it down.
How you doing, buddy?
Number 8.
Super Mario 64 is obviously one of the greatest games of all time. And this is the first time when we get to hear Mario speak in one of the most iconic sequences of the game.
This is a bad video clip to use when you were using such... Like, look at that freeze frame. It looks like my feed is rendering. That's a really poor quality clip. I know I said awesome like 65 times. Yeah, no, I know the feeling, man. I know the feeling.
Where you fight Bowser, you grab his tail and swing him around, you let go, and
But
you hear
find a
Mario
better
say,
video clip than this if you can't record your own.
that's awesome. And no, he doesn't say so long, gay Bowser. I know a lot of people think he said that.
So long,
but
gay Bowser.
That's not what he says.
Number 7.
Some of these are going to be repeats because, like I said before, there wasn't a whole lot of spoken dialogue. But you can't dismiss the Ultra Combo in Killer Instinct Gold.
I gotta pause this to address Raman. Raman, I'm going to try to avoid drama in 2019. That's one of my resolutions. I'm going to try my best to avoid drama, and that should last hopefully longer than 4 or 5 days. But I don't know. Sometimes I can't help myself, and sometimes people need to be called out. You know, I can't make any promises. I want to focus more on my channel instead of trying to tear other people down. But I also don't want people getting away with BS. It's a constant internal struggle that I'll always have in my life, and I'm working on that. All right, back to the video.
When you actually...
Yeah. Who's gonna box me? Super Nintendo. And the truth shall set you free. All right, Down Phoenix. It sounds like that's the first thing I'd address about his channel. If it's hard to find in a search, then
Got
he
to
needs to
pull
change his
one of
channel
these
name.
combos off, and you hear that announcer scream it. It is one of the most satisfying things
That really
in
is.
fighting
That
video
really
games
is.
I've
The
ever
whole combo
experienced
thing.
when I played this game. And it still sounds awesome even today.
Number 6.
Mischief Makers is an incredibly underrated game. One of the few 2D platforms
have
on the
Mischief
Nintendo
Ra-
64. Nintendo
blah,
wanted to
Mischief
focus
Makers,
so
and I
much
still
on
haven't
3D
played it.
graphics that they kind of push people away from making 2D games. And one of the most iconic things about this game is the main mechanic where
I need to
Marina
fight the
grabs an
3DS
enemy or
City,
an
yeah.
item or different things in the game, and she shakes them, and she says,
Raw man, exactly.
yeah!
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake.
That is
Shake
pretty
your
awesome.
booty.
Shake, shake,
Yeah.
shake.
That's all right. I'm gonna stop now.
Number 5.
Hey, what's up, old dirty gamer? How's
here's
it
where
going?
the big boys start coming in. We talked about Diddy Kong Racing, but let's get
38
real.
people
The
watching
best
right now.
racer
Smash that like
on the
button, guys.
N64
Come on.
and any Nintendo system really is
Good
Mario
stuff,
Kart.
Good stuff.
And man, when you first boot that up and you hear Mario go,
Man, if that doesn't take me
man,
back.
that's a great feeling. That brings back good memories. Ah,
Exactly. That brings back good memories.
Number 4.
Nothing more
Let's
needs
talk
to be
about
said.
iconic,
Exactly.
huh?
Perfect.
What about that announcer in Super Smash Brothers? When you first boot up the game and
Love
you
the
hear,
Smash Brothers announcer. That is badass.
"Oh, let's go, baby! I'm ready! I'm ready!" Yeah,
Thanks,
I
Zach
absolutely
Riddell.
love that. Every time you booted the N64 up and you heard that, you know that it was about to go down.
Number 3.
This might just
I
be
gotta pause this to address Retro Raider. And I'm sorry, by the way. There's a lot of chat going, so I've missed a few of you guys. I'm not doing it on purpose. Do not get mad at me. If it's something that's very important, you want me to see it, just keep posting it until I see it. As far as Retro Raider, does YouTube push your videos more through the algorithm after 1,000 subs? No, that's a myth. Here's from a personal perspective, personal story standpoint. As far as getting your videos pushed, I gotta digress here real quick. Can I post stuff in chat? Yeah, you can do whatever you want, Oak City, as long as it lets you. On a personal side note, when I first started YouTube, I was really struggling. I was working really hard, and I'm gonna miss you for a minute here because I'm gonna go on a soapbox. I was trying really hard. I was focusing on making the best videos I could, and I was getting really depressed because I was filming. I was doing the story, writing, editing, filming, editing, all that fun stuff, posting it, and it was getting like 12 views, 14 views. And I thought that they were really high quality videos. Now looking back at them, they weren't nearly as good as I thought they were at the time, but they were still pretty good videos. And they were only getting 12 views, 14 views. And I'm like, what is wrong here? So I did my first breakout video was the video I did basically trashing the CD system. And it was kind of funny. I was talking to, I believe, was it Radical Reggie? I was talking to Radical Reggie the other day about how when I did that video on the CD, it absolutely blew up. But when I was filming it and recording it, I was being so over the top. I was being so ridiculously energetic because I was like, F it. I don't care. I got nothing to lose. Nobody's going to watch this anyways. So I'm just going to be ridiculously over the top because whatever. I don't care. I'm just going to go nuts on it because, like I said, nobody was watching my videos. And I didn't think YouTube promoted people who were small. I didn't think my video would ever go anywhere. So I said some things in that video that I wouldn't have necessarily said if I knew it was going to get a lot of views. I was just being over the top in that video for the sake of being ridiculous. And at that point in time for my channel, like I said, my videos were getting anywhere from 10 to 35 views. And that video went to the stratosphere. It got like, for me, that was crazy. It got like 150 or 200,000 views. And it literally blew my channel up. And I got a lot of hate on that video. I got a lot of people telling me what I was wrong about. I got a lot of people telling me that I was a loser. I got a lot of people telling me I sound like Adam Sandler and look like whoever you want, Tony Danza. I got people, literally everything you could think of was in the comments there. It blew up. So I guess my point is, it's not necessarily how much effort you put into the video. It's what the content is and how good you do dispensing that information. If it's a news type video, it's not necessarily something that you get held down by the man like a lot of people feel like YouTube does, which I used to feel like YouTube does. YouTube holds down small channels. They do, but not to the extent that people think it does. I gotta catch up on some chat here. I'm sorry. Hey, what's up, Lucius? How's it going? I love Tony Danza. Let's see it. Just make a video on makeup and you'll be trending in no time. Yeah, Zeke, you're actually spot on with that one. But the reason why that is the video game scene is very, very competitive. And getting views it's a fight to the death on every video. And that's kind of how you have to approach publishing a video. People started recently accusing me of clickbait, not necessarily being truthful in the title or the thumbnail. I try my best to be as truthful as possible while also making it something that's intriguing to click on. And that can be misconstrued as clickbait oftentimes. It's not. It's not clickbait. It's not lying. Literally, the title is talking about what the video is. It's just saying it in an entertaining way. And don't let the haters talk you out of that. Don't let people tell you not to do that. If you have a video that you're proud of and you want people to see it, think about yourself and what you watch on YouTube. And if you are scrolling through your news feed on YouTube and you see something that stands out that says, oh my God, I absolutely have to watch this video, then look at what they did to make you feel that way before you clicked on it. What did the title say? What did the thumbnail have in it that made it so enticing that you had to click on it to find out more about it? So, I mean, I might be wrong about this, but, and Koloko, I saw your comment. I will watch the whole thing, man. I might be wrong about this, but I truly feel like the content in your video is a very small percentage of what's actually important. What's actually important is the title and thumbnail. And as long as you have the content to back it up, you'll get subscribers. Like my Jack Black video is getting so much hate right now. So much hate. Actually, let me show you guys just how much hate my Jack Black video is getting. But I love it. I love the hate because I'm getting a lot of subscribers from it. I don't care about the people that are disliking the video because they're not understanding what the point of my video was. Like, it's got 28,000 views and 1,400 dislikes. It's a terrible, terrible dislike to like ratio. But this right here is a prime example of a video where likes and dislikes don't matter. I'm getting a ton of subscribers just because people who are watching it that agree with my standpoint or enjoy the perspective I present to them are subscribing to me. And on average, I'd say for most videos, it can vary, but I get about 1 subscriber for every, give or take, 1,000 views. So for every 1,000 views you get, you'll get a subscriber, which is miserable. It's really low. It's far lower than I thought it would be, but it's what I've found. I get subscribers about 1 every 1,000 views. By the way, Jeff liked that video. Thanks. Hey, what's up, Nintendo Direct? One of my Patreons. What's up, buddy? Thanks for being here. And thank you for that really nice shout out, dude. I'm not kidding. That video definitely made me, I didn't actually cry, but my eyes were tearing up when you were talking about me. Like, that was like legit, real talk, dude. So nice of you. The words you said there. I was like, I'm going to start tearing up now. It was so nice of you. So thank you, Nintendo Direct. Nintendo Direct. Thank you so much. Holy crap, we got Slopes Game Room in here. Daniel Ibbotson. Holy crap, my comment didn't get through. Probably because it's all in caps. Just wanted to say, I think you're doing a great job. Dude. Wow. Like, coming from you, I have nothing but mad respect for you, Daniel. So, I don't want to sound cheesy, but damn, thank you. Like, wow. Wow. Just having you in the chat is like badass because I look up to you. I truly do. So thank you. Everyone in the chat probably already knows you, but if you don't know, Slopes Game Room, Daniel Ibbotson, one of the best channels on YouTube. Like, not just YouTube gaming, but YouTube. One of my favorite channels. Awesome guy. Yeah. Wow. That's... Whew. Stop trying to make me cry, guys. I'm trying to help you here. Ooh, man. Retro Electors, what's going on? What's going on? Wow, oh man, that's awesome. Okay, anyway, back to what I was doing here. I totally
the most annoying spoken word on this list, but you know it has to be one of the most iconic in all of video games. That little fairy.
God.
Oh, man.
Hey,
by the middle of the game, you already wanted to swing your sword at her and try to cut her and try to tell her to shut up.
Only some
got
quality
really
content.
annoying after a while.
I wish I could like highlight that and just post
You'll probably be listening to that
see.
voice for a few hours now. You're welcome.
When Smash
Number 2.
Star Fox 64. Arguably.
Was that on there? Oh. I didn't. Whoops! No, I didn't even know that was on there. But it's been a good month for the little guy.
In my opinion, anyway, the greatest Star Fox game ever made. Well, there's a spoken line in
barrel
here
roll.
that's become so iconic, it's even been turned to a bunch of memes.
Do a barrel roll. Yeah.
When Peppy Hair says that, you know that you pretty much should probably do a barrel roll.
Sarumaru, $1 donation. Thank you, Sarumaru. I didn't even know you were in here. Slopes, thank you so much for coming by. Truly, truly appreciate you. Have a great night, sir.
Okay.
Meant the world to me.
I get it.
Number 1.
The most iconic spoken word on the N64.
Wait, I gotta...
is from our boy Charles Martinet and Mario.
Oh man, I was gonna say I gotta guess this.
Mario.
That's
yeah,
right.
You're right.
The first time that you actually get to hear Mario talk.
I would say
this will forever.
Just the quality of some of the videos you used, and I know the N64 is a bitch, but the quality is really low, and you got to work harder to find the better quality if you want the video to go viral. Every single clip you use has to be the highest quality you can find, because if there's one in the video that you can find somewhere else on the internet that has higher quality that you didn't use, it's going to hurt the video on going viral.
As gamers, be ingrained in our minds and
I gotta
be
get to
reflected
Moonlight.
on who Mario
get to
is. It's going to be kind of weird
Nintendo,
when the Mario movie
Direct,
kicks in a couple years, and it might not.
I have it. I think I have it on my Switch, but I haven't played it because of what I said in my most recent video, and that is every time I turn my Switch on, I go to play a different game, but then I see the Smash Brothers logo, and I'm like, you know, like it's really hard to not click on that and play it, you know? So that's a real first world problem right there that I have. What? Donation? Retro Video Game Pickups with a $5 donation. Thanks for posting great content all the time. I want you to critique my channel. You got it, Retro Video Game Pickups, for sure. Thank you so much for the donation, dude.
Be Charles Martinet voicing him. It's going to be very strange, as this is the voice that we recognize Mario for more than 20 years now.
Those were my top 10 sound bites that were spoken on the N64, but I want to know what you guys think. Did I miss any on this list? Do you have any of your favorites? Let me know below. And if you do, I'll send you a miniature version of myself.
Oh man, that was great. So what's with the really long ending here? What's the... Oh, you're supposed to have content to click on probably there, and it's just not there, maybe? That could be it. But honestly, that was... Oh, wait, what the heck? I'm so confused right now. Wait a second. Nintendo Game Talk? What happened to Coloco? I'm so confused. Did you change channels? You got Coloco, I'm gonna need you to explain what's going on here. Do you have a secondary channel now, or are you posting videos for someone else, or what? Do you do like a music channel for Coloco and this is your game channel? This is your new channel. Okay. Well, I'm subscribing to your new channel. And let me post this in the comments for everybody who liked this video to go check out your new channel for Coloco's Nintendo Game Talk. I was so confused. I really was. Oh my god. What's going on here? Probably end screens didn't load right. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Super Andrew 64, how's it going? I got retro video game pickups is next priority to the donators, but I do want to get to as many people as possible, so don't stress. I will get to you. Not many noobs here tonight. You know, it's funny, like 2018, I feel like brought in an entire like group of people, like starting on the first, and tons of people were there. Maybe it will take a few weeks for us to find out who the new fish are, but Smash, did you tell them about SmashCon, the premiere YouTube? I would totally go to SmashCon. I should do a SmashCon. There's a con for everything else, isn't there? Nintendo Direct. All right, show your channel. What's that do not mean before it? But retro video game pickups. I don't want any Nintendo Game Talk. Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. Retro video game pickups. No. Okay. Did you have a particular one you want me to click on, or while I'm waiting for you to reply? I would say make the channel trailer unlisted so that it doesn't show up in your videos, because there's no reason for a channel trailer to show up here when people click on the videos. That just looks unprofessional to see a channel trailer there. But I mean, I'm nitpicking. I mean, it's not a huge deal. I wouldn't want my channel trailer to show up on my video list. You gonna start a Taylor Swift channel? You do you, NES Addict. Whatever pops out to me. Okay. I will say the thumbnails could be better. I'm trying to I mean, that just sounds so generic. I just feel like there's nothing special about the thumbnails. They all seem very, well, generic. Maybe it's because the writing is in white. The Nintendo ROM on Xbox One, that one is the only one that should be white because the background is green, so it's kind of hard to read that one. But try to pick a contrasting color for the writing so that it stands out. Because like sketchy Craigslist deals, you put that right on top of the white background of the gas station. So it's just hard to read. But again, I'm nitpicking. Let's see your Jack Black's new channel. Let's see what that is.
Eric, and you... What is up, YouTube? I am Eric, and you are watching Retro Video Game Pickups. In this video, we're going to be talking...
Now, one thing I'll say, Eric, you have a lot of passion. I can always tell when I watch your videos, you have a lot of passion. and you really, it shows through when you're talking.
Talking about Jack Black and his new gaming channel. So if you like games, consoles, or product reviews,
I'd say being a smaller channel, you got 1,700 subs, don't focus on the beginning of if you like this, this, and this, because small channels don't get the benefit of the doubt. Like it or hate it, it's the truth. People who come across your videos, if they don't know who you are, if you're a small channel, they're going to click away in the first 30 seconds if you don't hit them in the face with some facts or some entertainment or something that just makes it stand out so much that they need to keep watching. So don't fill the first 30 seconds with filler as a small channel. Get right to it, and then at the end, if they're still watching, if you knock them out of their shoes and you want to remind them to subscribe, then hit them with it at the end.
reviews, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification.
Radical Reggie!
With
I was just
that
talking
being
about
said,
you earlier. All
Let's
good
hop
things.
into it.
Everybody in the chat, we are
Okay, now
gracefully
recently
honored to be in the
Jack Black
presence
has
of greatness.
decided that
Radical
he is
Reggie.
going to announce that he is going to have a
Okay, so right now, 33 seconds into the video, I guess you can go back to 30 seconds. The intro to this video, I'm going to be totally blunt. Maybe it's the wine. Maybe it's just me. Not trying to be an asshole because I love you, man. But you could literally cut the first 30 seconds of this video and it would be better. Like if you just started
that he is
here.
going to announce that he is going to have
This is
a
where-
YouTube
this is
gaming
where the video
channel.
should start.
He says, I'm going to have a bigger subscriber base than Ninja. I'm going to have more than PewDiePie. And he kind of makes a 30-second video of him kind of being Jack Black. And it's just pretty hilarious and awesome. Now, that was about 10 days ago when he started that channel and posted that video on YouTube. And it has blown up. His channel now has over 2 million subscribers, which is absolutely insane. And I know a bunch of people have made other videos about it, talking about whether this is good.
I'd say your energy is on point, but your confidence is completely lacking. You need to have the confidence in there. The confidence, fake it till you make it. I am not a confident person. I might come off like I am right now, but I'm not. I'm faking it till I make it. Don't. I mean, this is your platform. No one can take this away from you. So put out your best work, put your best foot forward, and fake the confidence if you don't have it, because nobody who doesn't know you is going to know that you're faking the confidence. So don't be afraid to come in with some aggression and some truth with how you approach the camera.
Gonna be good or bad for YouTube. I'll talk about that a little bit later, but I'm gonna let you guys know that I'm kind of excited about it, but I'm kind of worried about it as well. One thing I want to say...
Exactly what Oddpod said. Perfectly stated. You don't want to over-exaggerate. You want to, just a bit, exaggerate your personality. If you over-exaggerate it, people will pick up on it and be like, I'm out of here. This guy's a douche. But if you exaggerate just enough, you'll find that perfect middle ground.
Is, hey, he hit it because of his name. He got 2 million subscribers because of who he is, and honestly I feel like that could be a detriment to YouTube creators that are small or maybe not even known as well as Jack Black, and honestly that could definitely hurt them and the small creators, which YouTube...
And also watch the repetition on the word like definitely and should or could. Like watch out for repetition, because the end viewer is going to pick up on that and be bored to death. If they hear the same word more than twice, they're going to be like, does this guy's vocabulary, is it limited to 5 words? Like, I would suggest not necessarily writing out a script, but bullet pointing some things you want to talk about and put the bullet point right in front of the camera. So while you're talking, you can kind of glance down at it, or make a point and then cut the camera and then look down and think about what you're going to say, and then make the second point, and then cut the camera. You know what I mean? And until you're done, until you get better at knowing exactly what you're going to go through. So that way it's an organized thought that you go through the whole video. And if there are jump cuts, they're fine, because jump cuts are... Philip DeFranco, who has like gazillion subscribers, had jump cuts every second of his video. So jump cuts aren't a problem as long as the content is on point. And if you're worried about jump cuts, or if they're really bad jump cuts, don't be afraid to overlay images or videos to hide those jump cuts.
Is based upon. However, as a gamer and not a content creator, I see Jack Black getting on screen and being hilarious. And honestly, if he could hit it hard, he could probably get a ton of subscribers.
What's going on,
by
man?
just uploading
Welcome
a
to the
video,
stream, buddy.
like he said, every Friday. And honestly, it could be really great. Now he has 2 videos.
And that's another thing too that I was saying. Who was it? To Coloco too. Don't give an example of why something's good by saying it's could be great. Like that means nothing. That wastes everyone's time. Drop an info bomb. Drop a fact. Drop a reason why it could be great. Give your personality a chance to live. Talk about what it is that you're fascinated about. What could Jack Black do that could really bring something to the community? Not it could be great. It's so generic that it's really boring. It's meaningless.
Videos up. One is obviously the introduction, which is like 30 seconds, and then the second one is kind of like, whoa, we did it. And he talks about how he got 1 million in 7 days, which is pretty absolutely crazy, but it seems like it's been kind of pushed by YouTube, which is a different situation. But
I'm getting the vibe you don't know what you want to talk about in this video because it's going in so many different directions. I would say make sure you have a direction for the video and use that direction as a point you want to get to. And when you start the video, you start talking to get to that point that you ultimately want to make. But don't take too long to get to that point.
I'm really excited to see what he does, and hopefully he comes on YouTube and mentions the little guys. He brings up those small creators that are really doing great work, whether they have 10 subscribers or 10 million subscribers. I want to see Jack Black use his name because honestly, he probably doesn't need the money, but use his gaming channel to not only affect YouTube but gamers and bring them closer together as a community, because really that's what it is all about. That is why I have this channel, is because I not only enjoy YouTube but I also enjoy gaming, and community is a big factor in that. So I hope that Jack Black is able to wrangle the troops and mainly become a better, more community-like structure around his channel. So with that being said, I just want to say thank you to the sponsors. That is Retro Video Game Pickups.bigcartel.com. The link is down below. Go check that out if you're interested. There's some cool shirts over there. Go check that out for sure. With that being said, don't forget about Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Big Cartel, Patreon. All that stuff is down below in the description. Also, since you're already here, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell notification if you haven't already, because that'll let you know when I post videos. With that being said, I just want to say, and make sure, thank you very much for watching, but make sure you have a good day.
So I'd say just ultimately, at the end of the day, with what that video presented, you spent more time talking about self-promotion and why Jack Black would be good for small channels and then talking about Patreon stuff like that. It just comes off as what do you even want? What was the point of that video? Like, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just like, I just watched that video and I was like, what did I get out of that? And as a viewer who's new to your channel, you need to present them with something that blows them away to make them want to click that subscribe button. If you don't do that, they're going to watch for 30 seconds and click off you. Even if you jump right to the point at the beginning, if you're not making a good point, or if you don't do a good job explaining that point, they're going to click off in 30 seconds anyway. So you need to get to the point, you need to get to the point fast, and you need to make sure it's a good point that you're getting to. I mean, it wasn't a terrible video. I'm just saying, make sure you have a direction with it. I guess that's what I'm getting at. Who's next? Who's next? I know Super Andrew said he wanted. Is Super Andrew still here? scroll up to find Super Andrew. There he is. Super Andrew. Okay. 1 second here. So as far as the thumbnails, the unboxing for the PlayStation Classic is really good. I would give it a shadow around the unboxing word so that it really highlights it and pushes it out, because the white on the light blue background kind of fades it. So if you put a black shadow around that, it would really look good. Waffle Studios, I do these very sporadically. I promised everyone I'd do one of these for the new year, but I can't promise when the next one will be, but I'll try to do it sometime soon. My schedule is at the mercy of my family, unfortunately, but I love my family, so family first always. Let's see. So I was gonna say this: how to access the Pokemon Bank or box or whatever. This was a really good thumbnail, and then I looked down and look at it. The views blew up compared to the rest of your videos. I mean, it goes so far having a good thumbnail and a good title. If you get those two things down, you will get views, and by association, you will get subscribers. So don't be afraid to work on your thumbnail game and your title game. Put just as much time into making a thumbnail and title as you do filming and editing the video, because at the end of the day, your thumbnail and title are more important than what you do on the video when you're a small channel. Yeah, it's doing well with the views, for sure. For sure. And honestly, that's probably the most exciting one for me to want to click on when I look at all of these. Like, this is boring. For someone like me, this is boring. Star Wars X-Wing drone special edition unboxing. I don't personally, I don't care about unboxings. And I don't think, as a small channel, I don't think anyone cares to watch unboxings. It's only really reserved for the big guys, and even them I don't watch. I don't know who the people are that watch those. But if you want views as a small channel, try to avoid unboxings, because it's not going to bring in views. It's going to take a lot of your time to film it and edit it and post it, and you're not going to get the results from it. So work 15 hours on my retro rewind thumbnail. Notes, yes. It's what newcomers see first. Think of it as paper headline. Exactly, Avedon, exactly. What Saramaru said. Mad Little Pixel, the rising star of YouTube, is in the house, and also one of my favorite YouTubers. No relation to how good you've been growing, by the way. You know I've always loved you, man. Unboxing videos, I'd recommend not advertising them as unboxings. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. If you're going to do an unboxing, say something different about it than unboxing. They are hella boring. Thumbnail. Even if Sean Long did it. Yeah, exactly. No matter who does an unboxing, it's not enticing to me. Also, you want to be careful about the sales. Like, what is your channel? Like, when I'm looking through this, I see Black Friday deals. Deals. Black Friday Walmart. Massive sale on Ubisoft. But then I don't see anything else about sales. So it's very confusing. If someone subscribed to you from one of these videos and then you don't post another video about sales, they are likely to unsubscribe from you, because they might have thought you were someone who kept up to date with sales and then you didn't. So just be careful with the content that you post on your channel, because it is an indicator of who you are as a channel. And that's exactly what I was going to say too, Super Nintendo. It's not evergreen. This is dead. There's no reason for me to watch this video now because Black Friday's done. Like, literally, the only reason someone would watch this is for time capsule purposes. Like, 10 years from now to be like, oh, what was the Walmart Black Friday in 2018? Like, other than that, no one will ever watch that video. So steer clear of those. Those are only good videos to do if you're a bigger channel because you'll get the views from them and you don't care if people will watch it in the future, unfortunately. Let me see. So let's look at your popular video. Whoops.
No switch that's shaped like a Pokemon. Hey everyone, Super Ranger 64
Would you say
here. A
the
couple days
distinct
ago,
accent?
Pokemon Let's
Can
Go
you make
Eevee
a
and Let's
positive?
Go Pikachu have released.
Yeah,
And
of course a
this little
distinct
cool
accent.
accessory
Look
that
at
you can use
Woodhawker
with
on
Nintendo
beat 'em
Switch
ups.
That's shaped like a Pokeball. So with this, basically, you can throw
An accent
a
doesn't hold
Pokeball,
someone
so it's
back.
like you're
Use that to
catching
your
a Pokemon in
advantage.
real life.
It's unique
And
to your
so
channel.
you can
It's
actually
all
play the
about the
whole game with
content.
this.
It's
So
not
you
about
have the joystick,
what it
which is
sounds
the
like or
button
anything
front
like
there.
that.
It's
It's
also
what the
a button as
content
well.
you
So you
provide
can
and
click
how you
that.
provide it.
It's like the A button, and if you press the top button there, it's like the B button. Now, in the party selection screen, you'll notice that you can access your Pokemon box with the Y button. However, the Pokeball Plus does not have a Y button. It took me a while to figure this out because there's no way Pokemon and Nintendo would let you play this game without accessing all the features. So what you do to open your Pokemon box is very simple. You just shake the ball, and then it pops up. So I'll show you again. So you go to this menu, and you just shake the ball. So there you go. So this is a quick little video. I know it may be a little confusing for some because there really is no instruction on how to access the menu, the Pokemon box. So this was Super Ranger 64, this quick little tutorial. So be sure to leave a like if you want to check out my other videos and think I'm worthy of a subscription. I'd really appreciate that. Drop a comment, and this is Super Ranger 64.
Nightbot is
Have
mad.
yourselves a one update.
Yeah, that was good, man. You got right to the point. You told people what it was, and you moved on from it. That was good. Hey, what's up, Captain Retro? How you doing, Kevin? Your channel does not suck. You have a very good channel. You're just very inconsistent with your content that you post, but you have a very good channel. Let me see. Go to my product reviews. I think I excel there. So, well, tell me, what's a product review? I don't know from these thumbnails what a product review is. I got an unboxing, a channel update, an unboxing, live stream, unboxing. Check out Nintendo. There's nothing here that tells me that you have a product review. Unless you're talking about an unboxing being a product review. Is that what you mean?
So I just got an email from Walmart saying my PlayStation Classic has shipped, and I was hoping to get it today, but it looks like I'll be getting it next week.
Super Andrew is timed
I
out.
wanted to unbox it for you guys on the channel, so I'm gonna go to EB Games and see if they have it and pick it up and unbox it. So this EB Games didn't have any in stock,
Nightbot is getting pissy at
unfortunately,
you,
but
Super
luckily
Andrew. I don't
there's
know how
a
to
Walmart right in the
undo
same
that.
plaza, so I'm gonna
In the
go
playlists.
try.
Okay. Go to the playlists. Let me see. Playlists. Product reviews. Okay. Best budget.
Hey everyone, Super Ranger 64 here. Today I have another product review for you. So we're going to check out this gaming headset. It's by Plantronics and it's called the Rig Stereo Gaming Headset. It's marketed for the Xbox One, however you can use it with your PC, PS4, Switch, and even your phone. So I'm going to go through the features. We're going to see how
That's
this
the one I've
sounds.
got right now.
Play
Okay,
a little
cool.
bit of Fortnite
Thanks, Ron.
and show you this in action. So sit back, relax. Make sure you check out my channel. If you think I'm worthy of a subscription, please hit that subscribe button. And let's go right into this review. So right now we're going to take a look at the...
I'd say work on the confidence. You sound like you're very scared, which is totally normal if you're new to YouTube. But like I said previously to someone else, I think it was Retro Video Game Pickups, don't be afraid to step outside yourself and exaggerate your personality a little bit. Don't show the audience fear. Show them confidence. It would go a very long way.
So I'm going to go through the features. We're going to see how this sounds. Going to play a little bit of Fortnite and show you this in action. So sit back, relax. Make sure you check out my channel if you think I'm worthy of...
Hey, Coloco's alter ego is in the chat. Nintendo Game Talk. What's up, Coloco? Welcome back.
Subscription, please hit that subscribe button. And let's go right into this review.
So right now we're going to take a look at the features of the headset. So this is the whole headset right here. So let's start from the top. So you have a nice little cushion here for the top of your head. And then, so there's cushions also on the ears.
Absolutely, Ron. Mad Little Pixel, read that, Super Andrew. The title of this video should have the first part, but also the product name in case people are looking for reviews for a specific headset. Exactly.
Yep, so it's simple as that. If you need to adjust the height of it. Also, there's a mic.
Like, you could say, like, is the, whatever this is called, the best budget headset? And that way it would be in the title. And it would also be an intriguing title for someone to click on if they weren't looking specifically for this headset. What was that noise? Nintendo Game Talk, $10. Coloco, $10. Dang, dude.
Detaches pretty easily.
Thank you so much for the donation.
It's just a 2-ring headphone jack there.
You're being extremely generous tonight.
And then you got your
really
mic.
Appreciate it,
and
man.
then on the cord part, you have the volume slider on the side. So volume slider right there. And then also you can mute the mic, so when that is up, that
donation
means the
hype
mic is muted.
So right now the
for
headset
Coloco's
is directly
secondary
plugged into my phone,
channel,
so you
Nintendo
could use
Game
this for
Talk.
maybe Fortnite or just wanna
He's in the
listen to
chat up
music
there. Go
because the
subscribe
mic
to him
does
if you haven't already.
detach.
He is
And just go
he's
over the
great,
features just a
very
little bit too.
underrated.
So right here it has the cushions and they feel very comfortable. There's a lot of space there for the ear to fit. So if you do have a bigger ear, I don't see this as being a problem. Then also the top part with the cushion, it doesn't feel like it's squishing my head, so it feels very comfortable. So next up, I'm going to plug this into my Nintendo Switch and then record the video and audio on my PS4 just so you guys can see how this sounds over an internet connection. So let's check it out. So right now I have the headset plugged into my Nintendo Switch.
Oh, this is excellent, Super Andrew. This must have taken a lot of work.
I have lowered the music on the main menu here in Fortnite just so that you guys can hear it. So as you can see, it sounds pretty clear. You can understand everything I'm saying.
Welcome to the stream, Rob Robot.
And my overall thoughts for this headset is I'd really recommend it. It's a great budget headset. I believe it's about $50 or less. So I will leave links in the description for this, and it's very comfortable. Sound quality's good. So please, if you really like this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And also, check out tonight, if you're watching this video today, my Wii U Wednesday streams. It's a special Halloween edition, so we will be...
Make your videos evergreen. Don't talk about something that you're doing later that night, especially as a small channel that's getting like under 100 views, because chances are people who are going to stumble upon this are not going to be watching it within the first 4 hours of the release. So don't talk about what you're doing later that night. Make sure it's something that they can watch forever and it will always last. Don't sound so desperate for people to subscribe to you. People sense desperation and they're not going to subscribe. Be confident. And if you're confident and the quality of the video is good enough, it will speak for itself enough for people to be competent enough to click subscribe. So yes, you can tell people to subscribe, but don't overdo it. I mean, when I do tell people to subscribe, I ask them and it's like literally super quick and then I move right on to the actual video. But most videos I don't even ask people to subscribe. I just have the little subscription thing come in and then I have it leave. Just as like a mental reminder of if they're watching the video and they're enjoying what they're watching and they don't think to subscribe and that comes across, they might be like, oh yeah, I should subscribe to this guy. So that way, at least you get that. Absolutely, Coloco. I'd be happy to. Open. Let me see here. But I hope that helps, Super Andrew. Not a bad video. That was a product review was really good. But what Ron said, focus on the title.
We just had one of the greatest announcements in Video Game Awards history for Nintendo fans. And you still have people complaining that there's no Metroid Prime 4 or other games. I cannot deal with this in my current state. I need to seek a higher form.
Wait, what did Nightbot just do? Hold on a second. Nintendo Game Talk terminated. Stop posting links. Warning. What? Nightbot is really slamming people tonight. Are you able to still talk, Coloco? Let me know. If you don't write anything, then
Power.
I'll know you can't talk anymore.
The absolute power.
Sorry about that, dude.
Time for some facts. So, with
What's up, Grumpy?
the
How you
announcement
doing?
of Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
Oh, there he is. Okay, Coloco's back. Wow, that was funny. Nothing like watching a little smashing tea in a Wendy's bathroom as I take a dump on my way back. What a glorious image to watch a puppet take a dump.
Yeah, I was a bit hyped. I absolutely love comic books and I love video games. So those things put together, they're great. Fermented
I kind of have
and
Portuguese
very nicely put into a
wine.
nice little
I got a
cream.
menage a trois tonight.
What I wanted most
Even though
from
it's
this
California.
Video Game Awards presentation was surprises, was stuff that we weren't expecting. That's why, even though I love Metroid Prime, and I really do want a Metroid Prime HD collection, and I want to see what Metroid Prime 4 has to offer, more than anything else, I wanted a surprise. I wanted something that nobody was expecting, and this is exactly what we got. And I am so happy for it for a lot of reasons. One of them being that this shows Nintendo just going out and just grabbing third parties by the wallet and saying, hey, come here. I'm going to pay you some money and you're going to have your games on our system. And this is exactly what Nintendo did because they are the publisher of this title. So that's...
Benediction, I was going to ask the same question. Hey, what's up, Dean? The chat's being weird. What do you mean?
Fantastic right there
Is it
that
not
they're
working
willing
for
to
you?
do this. This is a huge step for the Nintendo Switch and for Nintendo.
Oh man,
I agree, Oak City.
On the other hand, on this hand,
Yeah, that muscle
that
T
hand,
is definitely
it's
bending
also
around.
fun to
That's
just see
funny.
all these people that were saying little tidbits that saying Metroid Prime.
The
And I-
bulgy
I
muscle
was
you
one
got
of them,
there.
but I told everyone from the get-go. I don't
that's
have
weird, Dean.
insiders. I'm just thinking that this has to be it.
I gotta get one of those undershirts for when my wife comes home from work. I gotta be like, hey, baby, welcome home.
That this is when they were going to show Metroid Prime, especially because the way that Reggie was acting. He is such a massive troll. He is such a troll. He was wearing that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate shirt with Ridley, and he at first, if you notice, when he went on stage, you
really
could barely
was a
see
troll.
Ridley. Hey, those are my muscles. You can't.
Perfect.
At first, if you notice, you can't really see Ridley, and then
Beautiful.
when he's up there with Jeff and they're one-on-one, you can see it wide open. Ridley right there. He's such a massive troll, man. But I love it. I absolutely love that. I love that Nintendo did that. They let everybody on because even just a few weeks ago, he had a Metroid shirt. I believe he had a Metroid shirt at some kind of event where they were taking pictures of him. And it's just so great to see that. And everybody thought that
Nice
was going to
fire.
happen. And they just pulled the rug out from every single one of us. And nobody saw this announcement coming. Oh, yeah, look at this. This announcement is also exciting because it still shows that video games can still surprise us. That in this age of social media, where everybody seems to have some kind of person connection to behind the scenes and knows stuff that nobody else knows.
Later,
and
Grumpy.
that's not a knock on people, but I'm just saying it's throughout the whole industry.
Yeah,
it's
Kevin,
nice
this
to
dude deserves
see
your sub.
that
He's
every
good.
once in a
He's real
while
good.
we can see a surprise that legitimately takes everyone by storm and nobody was expecting it. It's so great to finally see that at a venue so big. That's why I was so excited for it. I'm not only a Marvel fan, I'm not only a Nintendo fan, but I'm a video game fan. And I love surprises. I love to...
The better title for this, I've been thinking about the whole time I've been watching you. I was just trying to hear what the topic was about to get a better title. But honestly, the perfect title for this would be Reggie Fils-Aimé is the biggest troll ever. Or Nintendo's Reggie is the biggest troll ever. Something like that. Giving a reason for people to be like, why is he a troll? Let me find out. Or Nintendo is trolling us and I love it. Or something like that. So that so that people get a better idea of what the video is about, and plus it gives them a reason to want to find out why they're trolling. Because Nintendo breaking our expectations is so goddamn broad that it doesn't, there's no reason for me to click on it. That could be anything. It could be a specific game that this guy likes that I don't care about, like anything like that. So that it's not a good title for what this video is, and that's probably hurting the views of it. You need a better title. And even the thumbnail, I didn't see the thumbnail for this, but you could have like a picture of Reggie Fils-Aimé with him going, huh? And having the troll, just writing the word troll above him. I think that would be perfect.
See stuff that no one was expecting, because that's the beauty of being surprised. And I feel like we're missing a lot of this in the video game industry. It seems like there's no surprises anymore. So this kind of showed everyone like,
What's
hey,
up, Mike Maverick? How's
we
it
can
going?
still surprise you, you consumers, and us, the video game industry. We can still surprise you. And this is still a great, it's still a great thing that we still have that.
This is an excellent channel. This
so
is
that's what I
Kaloko's
thought
channel
of the
called
Marvel
Nintendo
Ultimate
Game
Alliance
Talk.
announcement.
Good
but
stuff.
again, as always,
That is a cool
I
PC
don't
case.
care what you guys have to say. I mean, no, I want to know what you guys have to say. Yeah, I want to know what you guys have to say. So please, in the comment section, I really do. I'm just kidding.
Great.
Please don't. It's a joke. It's joke. Please laugh. It's joke. No laugh.
Great.
Okay, no funny. Let me know below. And if you do, I'll personally brush your teeth.
I love how you end them, man. I love it. I love it. That was great. I mean, you're not wrong, Kevin. No, Acronel. We came back to this guy. What do you think about Jack Black having a gaming channel? Well, watch my video on it. Not gonna go into that again. And then you can dislike that video too, because everyone else is. When I finished, Rawman, do you want to go? Let's check out Rawman, one of my favorite YouTubers on the planet. Hey, Super Andrew, thank you so much for the donation. Oak City, I will get to you guys for sure. Don't worry. Thank you for reminding me. Nightbot, stop timing people out. Thank you for the donation again, Super Andrew 64. Very kind of you. There we go. Responding to my haters. Whoops. What did I just do? There we go.
I was supposed to not do any videos until the new year.
I already like
but
this.
We got one slimy tongue boy and another hobo looking freak. Think they can do videos, responses to me and bully me and attack. Now it's time to fight back. Don't let no one take advantage of you. Who are these guys to think they can rise up from the earth like lava and step to me? Think I won't turn the gas mark up to the top, then burn them down with extra heat? Think I won't write on 8 bars, then go off beat like Blueface on a festive beat? I think it's time to give no more chances. Family friendly ghosts, rest in peace. Wait, hold on. Call me lethal and you rip him too? My guy bounced to my boy's D for hours to vaporwave like Ripperoo. You wanna meet up for a boxing fight? You won't find him with that missing tooth. Take that how you want, my guy. I'm not one to misconstrue. Now Jeddy Jed, guys like you are ready, Brick Ed, Eddie Ed. You might not get what I say, like Gabby Hannah what Penny said. What's the point to killing off a character that's already dead like teletext? Why wasn't you in the list of dudes who got bodied up and then heaven sent? My guy's response was weak, my guy's response was wet, my guy's response was inept. My guy don't come with conviction, my guy don't aim and then shoot with intent. My guy don't come that creative, my guy don't step in the ring, my guy won't come and contend. My guy won't come with the fire, my guy don't stand up, there's hundreds of them. He's a clone of a clone and he's barely an excuse for a content creator. One will put you to sleep and one comes flat, he's barely an A-cup. I don't want to help this freak find his minion. Heir to the stranger, looking like an unshaved Jesus. Prayer in the manger. Jed draws copy my mic, you see him stand with his Samsung Go, trying to imitate me when you call out Santa, when you're the biggest waste man on road. Clickbait the viewers into watching when you look like a can of coke. Send for them creepers, man don't know, wow. Very epic. Allegedly these waste got fans. If you're subscribed to them, please be ashamed. Raise your hand. I solemnly swear to subscribe to good content from this day, my man. These guys look like they were born face first on a hot paving slab. What's up with the red hood? My guy ain't Robin, but here's the first name of Grayson. These guys ain't Mario and Luigi. It's Mongol and Vagrant. troglodyte and the waste man, loser type and the pagan. These guys should have dried up on the floor moments before the creation. That's it now.
See, here's the thing, Raw Man. I don't know how much advice I can give because your channel is so different from gaming channels. Like, it's so perfect. The only thing I would say is the title and the thumbnails is what you need to focus on. Responding to my biggest haters, I mean, I think that kind of goes to a small channel where people don't care. You know what I mean? Like, unfortunately, I feel like you need to give something, and I don't know what it is for a title, and I don't want to lie to you, so I'm not just going to make something up. But responding to my biggest haters, I mean, that is what it is, but something more catchy that the average person would want to watch that they don't know you. Like, responding to haters. Like, not my biggest haters, because being a small channel, nobody cares about you, unfortunately. That was such a great video. Such a great song. God. It's so sad that, like, your talent is not getting recognized. Just keep churning, man. Keep churning. Don't give up. I'm telling everybody I know about you. It's not enough, though. We need more people. The thumbnail is good, though. The thumbnail is good. I like that thumbnail. It's the title. You got to get your name out there somewhere, Raw Man. I don't know how, though. You need some big channel to give you a shout out. I feel like your content would benefit more than anybody else's if a gigantic channel said something about you. Like, if PewDiePie were to cover your channel, I think you would absolutely explode. Whereas I think if PewDiePie covered my channel, I'd grow, but I don't think I'd explode. You know what I mean? I feel like your content is right up that kind of alley, if that makes any sense. All right, Oak City Gamers. Let's do it.
Well,
it's the
guys,
what is this episode? Is this
wait,
is this a
I don't know what we're doing right yet.
Doing?
We had to pick up some pretty expensive camera gear, you know, this morning.
It's what we use to film the show on our phones.
Yeah, very expensive. Had to go into
Extremely.
a 5 Below.
5 Below. But while we
But
were
also,
in there,
yeah, we found some cool stuff. We found some sweet amiibos.
There was
some
a
weird
bin.
Animal
Yes, you
Crossing
need
ones that I
this
haven't really
Soulja
necessarily
Boy.
seen a lot
There you
of.
go.
Filled with
This
Yeah,
things that are
a
popular
huge bin
to get
filled with
popular.
$5 amiibos, which isn't
like
bad.
Mario Party Peach.
I'd say right off the bat, Oak City, this video is playing to your subscribers. People that already understand and know who you are. This is perfect because this is what they expect. But the average casual viewer that's going to come by this and be like, why do I care about these guys sitting in the car talking about a camera they just got? So you need to give them a reason to want to keep watching. So instead of just starting it right at the beginning with you guys sitting in the car talking about the camera, I'd almost do a solo intro and only one of you talking to the camera. Like, guys, we did this. We went thrifting today. And be a little bit out there. Be a little excited. Have the other one come into the car. Have the situation change. And then go from there. Like, this is way too casual to entice people to keep watching if they don't know you.
A lot of Ryu.
Ryu, however you say it. Kirby. I got a Kirby.
Yep. All right, now we'll start the thrifting game now that we have our expensive camera gear.
Game? Is it a thrifting game?
I think.
The thrifting game!
I think that's funny. I think you could have started it right here.
Yep. All right, now we'll start the thrifting game now that we have our expensive camera gear.
Is it a thrifting game?
I think.
The thrifting game!
See, that would have been great if you started right here.
Game now that we have our expensive.
Just start it right here.
Now that we have our expensive camera gear.
Is it a thrift?
Like, how much more fun would that be for the viewer if it starts like this? Ready?
Is it a
camera
thrifting
gear.
game? Is it a thrifting game?
I think.
The thrifting game!
Like, that's exciting and it's funny. Like, just right off the bat, boom, you hooked them. Instead of waiting a minute into it to hook someone. Because they're going to be gone by now. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to cut video. It doesn't cost you any money to cut the video. So if there's a part of the video that's boring, cut it. Don't be afraid to cut it. It doesn't mean just because you filmed it, it has to make it into the video.
Yeah, it's bad. Okay. So, where are we going first?
I don't know.
He don't know.
Making me hungry, Ron.
Well, since we're out here, we'll go out there.
Raw Man and Coloco. You guys should do a tag team. Why have I never thought of that before? You guys should do a collab together, a rap together. That would be amazing. I think that would break the internet. Coloco and Raw Man rapping together. Do it. Make it happen, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, bonus amiibo buys.
Yeah.
And sick camera equipment.
I was about to say camera equipment. Yeah. You're a player too. I recommend
You
this.
beautiful so-and-so. What's up, Potentially
$5
Perfect? Welcome to the chat.
Windows suction
Welcome
cup
to the
mount.
stream.
It holds your camera. That's not a camera.
One of my newest favorite channels out there, Potentially Perfect. Highlighted in a Smash JT show 2 weeks ago. Definitely
Well,
check
people
them
like
out.
the jazz hands, but you know, it's just all jazz hands. You know, this. It's not. I don't. Do you like that? Do you like that? Do you like that? Do you like it? Do you like it? Do you like it? There you go. Jazz hands.
That could have been cut in half. Like, I know, I got the point, but the jokes
blue
are
bin and
funnier
the
the less
clear
time you spend on them. The more time you drag a joke out, the less funny it gets.
All right. We
Sometimes.
just came out of the Carolina thrift shoppy.
You started all that without the camera running, and then just
what I did.
right back into it.
We got
So,
us some
yeah.
video
Oh,
games.
nice job,
Carolina
not another game collector.
Paid off again because they charge way too much, and no one comes here for games except us.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like $2.99, $1.99. Makes me. I think I just spit a little bit on my. Okay.
Anyway.
Not another game collector. Don't want to be mean, but
SpongeBob.
you don't need to tag me in every Twitter post you make. I watch your stuff, man.
That's kind of cool, man.
And it gets a little bit too
Shitty
much
games.
when you start tagging me every
wait,
time you
wait,
post
yeah,
something.
okay, we'll do this
I will
this
watch
way.
it. I have a bell hit for you.
PlayStation, Twisted
I'll
Metal
watch it if I
Black,
can.
kinda cool.
But tagging me every time, it's too much. If everybody tagged me every time they posted something, I literally would lose track of what Twitter is.
I also got this game.
So just only
Mario.
tag somebody if it's absolutely
Mario.
necessary for them to see it. If you start
Sports
tagging people
game!
every time you do something, they're going to start
Sports
muting you.
game. Round 2, buddy.
No worries,
Round
no worries. I'm
2,
just letting you
buddy.
know because
And,
I don't want you
I
to get
found
hurt
the
by doing that
Sonic
too
Mega
much to
Collection.
people
Look at that.
because you don't
7
know that
great
people
hits.
get bothered by
I got
it.
some. That's
Player's
actually
choice.
Everyone gets even if people say they don't get bothered by it, they're lying to be nice to you. People get bothered by
Okay,
being tagged by things they don't want to be
I
tagged
got some
on.
shitty PlayStation games.
You tag yourself in every tweet.
Cool Borders 3 without the cover. Dude, you know.
And
that
I don't
we're
mean
winning.
don't tag people. I mean only tag people if you absolutely have to tag them because you feel like they need to see it. And I used to make that mistake back when I first got started. I was tagging everybody because I wanted everyone to see my stuff. And I'm like, after a while, I realized people stopped watching my stuff because all I was doing was tagging them and they became annoyed or they muted me or they just started ignoring me. So only tag people if it's absolutely perfect for them to see it type thing.
In this game,
winning.
When we find
winning.
Cool Borders, let me see this. What's this one?
This is Oak City Gamers.
Test drive off road.
Odd pod. Tag me all the time.
Jewel cases once again. Let's just go. Where are we going now?
I hate being tagged too to watch someone's content. If I like someone, I have the notification. Exactly. If we like you, we'll watch your stuff. If we don't, we don't. But tagging people to watch content is just, it's so obnoxious. I mean, yes, I know I'm going to get a bunch of tags now as a joke for bringing that up. And that's fine.
Raystar.
I got this game.
Monster Jam.
And this game.
And I got this game.
Yay.
I feel like we went in there and someone's collection was in there.
And we just got the scraps.
Got the crap, yeah.
There was very nice, pristine games.
Very, very clean copies.
Yes, yes.
Very
yes,
clean
yes,
copies.
Yes.
That's a very clean copy right there.
Oh.
You start buying
pillows.
My pillows that I throw.
It was like a couch pillow.
Yeah, throw pillow. I throw them.
Gross.
I throw pillows.
Yeah, we'll be going somewhere next. I don't know where.
Exactly, Oddpod. Retweet other people's retweets or likes if you want to, but don't tag people. It's that's the cardinal sin for any small channel. You start tagging people,
tell you something.
You're gonna start getting
he's
muted,
got to tell you something.
and it's gonna actually end up hurting you in the long run, not helping you. So just be careful with that.
He fell in love
with a 1980s swivel chair.
With a swivelly chair.
Oh, but I also picked up a video game. The only one they had of any coolness. Nicktoons. I'm trying to show my find. Show my find. It's Nicktoons.
Hey, got
something.
Nicktoons Attack of the Toy Bots.
Attack of the Toy Bots.
Bots. Pretty cool. You can run and be all the characters and fight toy bots. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's all blown out. What's going on with
It's all blown up. No, you gotta like
Just delete Twitter.
Or get it really close and then angle it a little bit down.
Angle it down.
There you go.
Attack of the Toy Bots. Actually,
Twitter is good for keeping up with up to the minute information, but it also causes a lot of drama.
Nicktoons. Attack of the Toy Bots.
Yeah, exactly, Kitsuriukin. And welcome to the stream, by the way.
Let's go get him.
Oh yeah, you can't back up.
No worries, Nintendo. Raw man. You know that's not gonna last more than 5 days. Hey, Nightbots. Could you mute Captain Retro? even though he's got a wrench next to his name.
This cushion.
You got a stupid chair. Cool.
That's the color of it. That's the color.
It's probably really dirty.
It's very luxurious.
So here's the thing, Oak City.
Kinda smells like
cigarettes.
My
an asshole.
My cup of tea is not thrifting pickup videos. I don't really care for pickup videos. I don't care for unboxings. I think if you're looking to grow your channel, it's a very niche area that's completely inundated with way too many people doing it. You're not going to be able to grow your channel doing something that everyone else is doing. You need to do something that makes your channel stand out from the crowd. If you're going to be thrifting, you need to make it far more entertaining, like along the lines of what Pixel Game Squad does with their weekly excursions. More edits, more fact dropping, more information, and less just a camera pointed at two guys in a car driving around throwing a couch in the back. I'm entertained. I like you guys. Thanks, Ian, for the subscription. I like you guys. I'm entertained by you, but the only reason I watch you is because I know of you and because you've come to my streams. If I saw this and I didn't know who you were, I probably wouldn't subscribe because it's not what I'm looking for. But because I know you guys and because I interact with you, I enjoy your material because I feel like we're on a good level and we're friends. But if I didn't know you like that, this wouldn't be what I was watching, if that makes sense. So try to spice it up with more edits if this is what you're going to be doing, and more facts, more. Even if you want to drop a Wikipedia entry on where that chair came from, make it interesting. That's something to separate just a generic view from what that is showing right now, if that makes sense. Even if, like me, all you find is amazing rare stuff at ridiculously, you better make it more like a TV show. Exactly, Captain Retro. You gotta do something. You gotta do something different, because this would have flown in 2005 or whenever YouTube got started, this would have been perfectly fine. In fact, this would have been above what people would have expected back then. But YouTube has progressed to the point right now where you have to do top-notch content or nobody's going to care about it, because there's just too much else out there to watch to bother watching something that's not top-notch, if that makes sense. Hope that helps. All right, here we go. The Retro Nobody. And you wanted the Pirate TV. You said you're proud of this one. Let's check it out. Why does it keep muting
Taking a look at Ahoy Mateys. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at this interesting piece, which is a...
First off, you totally should have had an eye patch on for that intro, because that would have been hysterical.
Disney brand, LCD, Pirates of the Caribbean television.
It's so easy to entertain someone if you're not afraid to embarrass yourself. And I have proven time and time again, I'm not afraid to embarrass myself. I turned my pickup show into a top 10 things I found a week show. Yes, you did. That was good. This is why I've upped my game with my videos and trying to be a channel you can't find it. Oddpod, you are one of the most underrated channels in all of YouTube. I love your channel, dude. In fact, Oddpod, you will be the Smash JT channel of the month coming up. It's a little spoiler alert.
I currently have this on loan from Sam over at the Wood Green Game Room, and he said, take this TV, this is something you would do a video on. And he's right, this is something kind of oddball that I would do a video on. So this TV is a Disney branded Pirates of the Caribbean TV, officially licensed. As you can tell, it is an LCD TV. It's a 15-inch diameter for the measurement on it. Best I can tell, you would buy these from QVC. Also, I found a listing on Best Buy's website and possibly Kmart, but I believe that the Kmart listing was through a third party, so that may have just been something that came on later. I'm going to put this TV over on the workbench. We'll take a look at a couple closer things, the detail of it, the inputs on it, and possibly just how it works and how it looks. And now for a closer look, this is the Disney Pirates of the Caribbean LCD TV. The measurement on this is 15 inches diagonal. It is a 4:3 aspect ratio display. It does put out up to 720p. Now, as far as the brand of this, obviously Disney did not make this themselves. Best I can find online, which the information is sparse, is that it is made by a company called Starlight. And Starlight doesn't seem to make a whole lot of TVs in the US. It seems to be more of an overseas company. But it looks like they didn't make this for Disney. There's none of their branding anywhere on it. That was just from some research online. If you do want to do some research, and we'll turn around the back of it just to check out the logo as we're doing it. This is a model number PC 1500LT. For some reason you want to look it up and see if you can find anything. So looking at it, pretty much the TV itself is the sail of the ship. You have the skull on top, you have the mast with the crow's nest up here, and the flag. Now, if you do get one of these, a couple warnings. One, this mast up here does come right out. So if you're going to transport it, I would take this out so you don't break it off. As a side note, if I was making this TV, you know, being what they call a bedroom TV for a kid's room, ideally, I think it would have been great to actually have this cut out so little figures could go up here. Imagine little Lego pirates up here. That would have been a really cool touch. You know, just kids like that kind of stuff. I like that kind of stuff. Going on the back, we have the...
This is excellent, Dean. Excellent. I can see why you're proud of this, because there's no downtime. There's no silence. It's all fact after all fact. You can tell you did a lot of research on it. It's just a very niche thing that not a lot of people are going to be searching for, but that's not always a bad thing. It just means it's limiting your audience to the nth degree. And as a small channel, you want to try to make videos for more of a broad audience to get more people to find out about you. But I mean, if I didn't know who you were and I was looking up a Pirates of the Caribbean TV, I'd be like, damn, I want to check out this other guy's videos. This guy's other videos. There we go. This is the wine talking. This guy's other videos, because this was very well done. I'm interested to see what else he covers.
These little lanterns that are affixed on here, these I feel like they can break off very, very easily. I would definitely do your best. If you're going to transport a TV like this, I'm going to show you how to, this does come off the base. I'll show you in a minute. Looking at the feature of it, best thing we can do to look at this base is to actually remove the TV from the base. Now there's a button located right here. We'll get a shot of that. If you press that button and then lift, the TV/sail comes right off. And we're going to move this other way for just a minute. We're going to very gently put down this TV again. Pieces stick off it. Keep, stay fragile. And this is the base. So as you can see, it's a truncated down pirate ship or ship of that nature. This looks like it's a handle when you're carrying it from beneath. Kind of wrap your hand there and lift. It does have a good weight to it, which is good to balance it off. Like a lot of things that are primarily stationary in a bedroom, it does get dusty.
I would say when you're editing the video, don't be afraid to mute the If we can't see your mouth, that would be fine if it was just like a silent part right there. You know what I'm talking about?
Primarily stationary in a bedroom, it does get dusty, and obviously if you're gonna clean it, take the top off to clean it. And again, watch out for also stuff that sticks off here. I could very much see easily breaking off. But no connections, no wires, no power stuff on this base at all. The other functionality besides transport of this TV coming off here, or the sail, or this part coming off, that's really how you're going to access all the connectors back here. Once that's...
Some B-roll would do this really, really fantastic, which I'd imagine you'd show it at the end of the video. But
on that base, you can't get to any of this. So if you're going to be... I wouldn't use this as like a test TV or anything. I would keep this pretty stationary. In fact, while we have it up, I'm going to plug in my PlayStation to it for our test in a few minutes of, showing off the screen of it. So I'm just going to plug these in now to make things a whole lot easier for just a couple minutes. Right in that base, and it clicks in. Let's move that back again. So again, that is this TV. Got some nice decorations, looks like swords around here. One nice little touch to this is the power button LED IR sensor. Looks like a key from the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. It does say Pirates of the Caribbean right here. And the remote control, we'll get a close-up of that. The remote control is just a membrane type. It does, if you look at the back of that there, it has kind of like a map-ish embossment, not embossment, a map-ish kind of design on the back of it. Looks like it takes a button cell type battery. So we'll power this TV on, and we'll get our menu. It does output stereo if you have a stereo source plugged into it, but if you're using an RF source, such as a conversion box from from digital to analog for that, or some kind of analog only player like a VCR, or RF only I should say, you're going to get mono sound out of this. To test, we're going to use my PlayStation, which is kind of back here in the shadow, and we're going to test it with this long box version of Wipeout, which is a fantastic game. I always recommend Wipeout. It's a great game. I love testing stuff on the PlayStation. I love the noises the PlayStation makes. And there we go. Picture looks good. Again, 4x3s for a system like this, it looks fine. A lot of people will complain that a composite source doesn't look as good as something else, like an HD source or component source. But being such a small TV, you don't notice the difference too much. If it was a bigger 4x3 TV, you might see it if you sit up real close to it. But as far as sitting a good 5 feet from the TV, it's not bad looking. You can just skip some of this. Got our controller, dual shock.
There's not too much I can say about this, to be honest. I mean,
I realize I have two things that are missing from PS Classic. One, Wipeout. Two, DualShock controller.
Really
not a big deal to me. I was going to get into a video, but I haven't yet. But, all these early titles, this
like I said, it's a very niche thing. Like, yes,
all
it's evergreen,
link cable,
but it's not necessarily going to pull in a ton of views. And it's not going to pull in a ton of subscribers.
If you guys know anything else about this Pirate TV, something I might have missed, because again, finding info online was pretty sparse. I guess if you're doing anything else about this,
it's a well done video, but it's not necessarily going to pull in the views. And if you're looking to grow your channel, it's not the type of video I'd be spending my time on unless I had a real passion project to do it. But otherwise, hard to hear me. Is that better? I had my phone blocking my microphone. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'd focus more on evergreen content that has a broader audience. But this is a very well done video. I can't knock the video at all. It's very well done.
You know, the definite manufacturer besides that Starlight company I found, let me know. I love to know anything you might know about this TV. Do you have this TV? Did you get it new? I'd like to know how much it costs. I can't find any listing on a price of this thing. If I had a guess,
I might be a little low because I turned up the volume of the video super high.
At that point. You know, they're not like $100 or less like they are now. You know, I'm going to attempt to play Wipeout now, even though I'm standing here. I'm actually looking at
Evergreen
my
means
display
it's something that somebody can watch at any point in time, and it would feel timeless. Like for your video, Super Andrew,
so again,
when you said, "Hey, if you're watching this video today, the day I uploaded it, then I do a live stream tonight." Right there, that makes it not evergreen because it's telling people something of a time. Or if you're talking to people about like a game and you're like, this game comes out in 2 weeks.
TV, so we're gonna
that's not evergreen. Or if you're talking about sales, like a lot of your videos, those are not evergreen because that's something for a specific time frame. Evergreen is like a game review. You can watch it at any time. 20 years from now, it will be just as good as today. Evergreen lasts
forever. If you're a big
Pirates
fan of the movie or just Pirates overall, it's a really cute piece to have, I guess, in your collection, and it's nice and usable. You can definitely watch TV on it, despite being a smaller TV. The resolution, you know, again, 1024, 768, not the best, but being smaller scale, watching a video at 720p, not that bad on a TV like this.
Yeah, Dean, I hear what
If you like the Pirate TV, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. I always appreciate the watch, and I'll see you guys next time.
Oak City, I would disagree with that. I'd say that's actually what the problem is. Sometimes we get caught up in making videos just for our audience, and that's exactly why we're not growing. You need to make videos for people who are not your audience and get them to become part of your audience. So I would strongly disagree with that. Not to say I'm right or wrong, I'm just saying I disagree with that. And Captain Retro, do you make content you want? Views will come, subs will come, and you'll always have integrity. Well, exactly. That's why Captain Retro disagrees with me, because he knows where I'm coming from. But if you want to grow your channel, you need to step outside your comfort zone. You need to make videos that are not just for you. You need to make videos that other people want to see, and things that also entertain you. So it's a perfect blend. You don't want to step outside your comfort zone and cover something that you don't care about. You don't want to cover something that's a hot topic just because other people are covering it. You want to do something that interests you, but also is not necessarily something that's strictly fixed on your channel, if that makes any sense. Are your thumbnails doable? Let me check your thumbnails. Yeah, exactly, Oak City, exactly. You know what's funny is every time my eyes see one that's a good one, I look down at the views and I'm like, yep, those have good views. I was going to say the PlayStation Classic one is a good thumbnail. The PC Classic is a good thumbnail. The Nintendo Switch one is the It's a Mess one is pretty good. I do like the N64 Classic leak. Do these pics confirm it? But there's a little too much going on there. Plus, it didn't leave any for the imagination. Don't be afraid to clickbait something like that. And what I mean is, like, don't show the pictures in the thumbnail, but show like a real close-up of one so that you can't see the whole thing, and then have that title. That's a perfect title for that. All right, who we got next here? We got, let me see, Down Phoenix is the next one I saw. Let me bring Down Phoenix up. Down Phoenix, oh, this is Kamikaze. Okay, this is the one you were trying to recommend. Okay, first off, Kamikaze Soundwaves has the worst name ever for a small channel trying to grow with name recognition. I mean, they don't even spell it with an O. They spell Soundwaves with a 0 and with a Z at the end. That's just It's really hard to to tell people in person about that name. But if he grows bigger, people will recognize it. Like PewDiePie was probably a terrible name, but since he's big, everyone knows who he is. Okay, I don't want to watch Bird Box Sucks rant because I kind of want to watch that movie, and I don't want any spoilers. Let's see this. 18 minutes, Jesus. First off, I'd say for a small channel to post a video and have it 18 minutes long telling why something this needs to be like a 5 to 7 minute long video. 18 minutes is scary.
Yo, what's going on, everyone?
What?
Kamikaze Soundwaves
Check
here.
out one of his
so
short,
the
funny
other day,
videos.
I got a
Okay. What's a short, funny video? Quick, amazing life hack, unlimited power. Sure.
Yo, what's going on, man? Kamikaze Soundwaves
His audio is only working out of the left headset right now.
here. Check this out. I got this really dope life hack for y'all. Watch this. All right, so what you
Now
got
it's
here
working in
is a
surround
surge
sound.
protector. Now you can find these things anywhere, right? So the trick is what you want to do is you want to take the end and you want to plug it into the end, the bottom of it. Now what you got is power and it's starting to circulate and it's starting to build up. All right. So now that you got that going, what you want to do is you want to grab your phone charger, and we're gonna try to put our phone charger in here. It's kind of hard to do one-handed, but all right, got him. All right. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that same phone charger that's in there, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plug it into my phone. So I'm gonna take that cord, I'm gonna plug it into my phone, and bam. See that? Charging. Oh, fuck.
See, here's the thing. That was really dumb up until the last 3 seconds. And the problem is, even though it was a 56-second long video, I feel like it was too long. Most viewers would have clicked off of that before the end of it. And the end was hysterical. So that honestly needed to be like a 30-second long video, not a 56-second long video. But that was funny. That was really funny. But if it started at 30 seconds, it would have been so perfect. Like if he's like, here's unlimited power. See, you click this in here, then you click your phone charger in here. Like he took too long plugging his phone in and he lost a lot of people right there. But that was funny. Definitely worth the payoff. 10 minutes is not a sweet spot. It just allows for the ad placements and stuff. I don't know if it's necessarily what the algorithm wants. I don't think the algorithm really cares about it. The algorithm cares about watch time. So if you make a 4-minute video and everyone watches all 4 minutes of it, or you make a 10-minute video and people are watching 2 minutes of it, the 4-minute video is actually better. So don't feel like you need to make videos 10 minutes long. But if you can make a video 9.5 minutes, try to make it 9 minutes and 40 seconds and add a 20-minute roll to the end to get it to 10. But other than that, don't stretch videos if they don't need to be stretched. The Ice Pirate. Here we go. Now, you know what I'm going to tell you. You need to get better phone, better lighting, and better audio. This is not going to fly to grow. If you record like this, you could have the best damn videos in the world. Nobody's going to watch them because this quality is so piss poor, dude. You need better quality. But that's okay. Because right now you're starting out, you're getting better at talking to the camera, you're getting better at editing the videos and making them, so who cares right now? I'm just saying, if you want to grow, once you feel confident with how you're talking to the camera and making the videos and editing them, get a better quality camera. This is brutal to watch this from a perspective of someone who doesn't know you.
What's going on, everybody? It's Ice Pirate back with a brand new video. And this time I'm going to talk about my top 3 video games of all time. So sit back, relax, leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let's look back at these games. Roll that intro.
Alright, Captain Retro, I'll get to that in a second. Here's the other
So
thing.
This is a quick video and stuff. You know, I
The
have an
intro-
eclectic taste in video games, and my list shows that.
I know you like the intro, and I
I'm gonna
know
show off my top 3 video
I know you
games
put a
all
lot of
time,
work
and I
into
hope
it,
that I can see some response
but
videos from the community.
it's too long. The intro's too long. This is too long. It goes from
That intro.
15 seconds until 30 seconds. It's a 15-second long intro in the most important part of your video. This is where you're going to lose every viewer, is right here. Especially after the intro with poor quality camera and poor audio. People aren't going to want to wait around after 15 seconds to watch more. They're gonna click off of that. So I would say speed the intro up, make it no longer than 5 seconds. And even 5 seconds is long. I'm thinking like 3 seconds. You know my intro where it's just smash JT and then it goes. Like it's like boom. Or Review Tech USA where it's like skibbity bebop, boom, and then he goes into it. Like the whole 15 to 30 second long intro thing is old news. In fact, I'm surprised RGT85 still has his long ass intro because he loses so many viewers doing that.
Pirate back with a brand new video. This time I'm going to talk about my top 3 video games of all time. So sit back, relax, leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let's look back at these games. Roll that intro. So this is just a quick video and stuff. You know, I have an eclectic taste in video games, and my list.
You don't need to tell people it's a quick video. They can see it's 4 minutes. And plus, you don't know how long the video is going to be until you're done editing it. And you might actually start talking longer. So don't say, so this is just a quick video. Don't say that. Just get into it. That's wasting words to people.
Shows that.
Every second is super critical. Especially as a small channel and especially in the first minute. Every second is critical.
So I want to show off my top 3 video games of all time, and I hope that I can see some response videos from the community.
Yeah, Captain Retro does have a good intro. I'll give him that.
Let's get with the first one.
Yeah, Raw Man, every time I watch the RGT85 video, I skip past his intro. I'm like, I'm just wasting my time with this. I fast forward past it. And I'm like, half the time I skip what he says after it and what he says before, and I just skip past the intro. So the intro, I feel like, really hurts his channel. But he likes it.
Half-Life 2. I have never been a PC gamer. I've always been a console guy, but something about Half-Life 2 called to me. I've never played the first game, though I did eventually remedy that. I built my first
yeah, the
PC
Game
to play
Theory
it.
intro is masterpiece,
Bought it
but they
day
can
one.
they can
Oh
get
my
away
God,
with it.
was I
They
blown
are
away.
massive.
The physics
and it's like a
gameplay
TV show, so
just
it's
blew my
okay
mind.
with them.
The way the
But
game
if you're
unfolded
not
in real
massive,
time and not
it's
during
not
cutscenes
it's not okay.
was a breath of fresh air. The way that Alex
Hey, the
and other
completionist is
NPC
here.
facial animations
What's going
showed
on, buddy?
concern and
How you
other
doing, Derek?
emotions was revolutionary. This was way before LA Noire ever
talking
thought
to
about
people
doing
right
it. I played this game on PC, original Xbox, and Xbox
No,
360.
not right now. Thank
This
you,
is
though.
my favorite
I like
FPS of all
that idea,
time,
though. Thank
and my
you.
third favorite game of all time. It's a must-play for anybody who loves story-driven based games and fantastic gameplay.
Can you hear me? Thank you.
Always be a Half-Life fan. One day, Half-Life 3 will come out. I just know it. So let's see what the next one is.
What was that?
Twilight Princess. If you watch
Was
my
that
gaming
the number
memories
2?
video,
That's funny, but it's a little too raw and it's a little too jagged. It feels like you messed up on the video, but it's not. It's just number 2.
Twilight Princess. If you watch my gaming memories video,
Super Andrew, what? Then you have other big gaming channels like Spawnway and Beatups that don't have an intro away. So I believe an intro should be about 10 to 15. No, a video should not be 10 to 15 seconds long. That's the opposite of what I'm saying. A video, an intro should not be longer than 5 seconds. Like, it shouldn't be longer than 3 seconds. 15 seconds if it's amazing, but even then, I almost think it can hurt you. Yeah, exactly. If you're waiting a long time for a video, then maybe an intro is okay. But if you post all the time, like if you post daily like RGT85, do not put a 20-second intro in there. It's so bad. It's so bad. Hey, what's up, Marcus? Retro Game Players in the house.
You already know how I feel about this game. I hold the game in very high regard.
If your video
Even
is
though I
longer than
dislike
5
the weak
seconds,
motion
change
controls,
your intro.
this does not
Anyone in the
hamper my
chat right now,
experience with the Twilight
if you
Princess.
have a long
From
intro,
an excellent
change it.
story,
Stop it. Stop it.
fantastic dungeon
I
design,
don't even need to watch
and
a
an
video
art
to tell you
style
not
that
to
is
do
headed
that.
above the rest. It's an almost perfect
Yeah, the angry video game nerd is allowed to.
game to me. I still want to play the remastered version on the Wii U so I can experience the game with an actual controller. This is my favorite Zelda game and my second favorite game of all time. It's a must play for any Zelda fan. Yeah, if you see my gaming memory video, you understand my love for Twilight Princess. I can't get enough of the game. I wish they would do a direct sequel to it. That's how much I love the game. So let's see what the final one's gonna be, and if you know anything about me, you already know what it is.
Number 1!
Super Mario World.
No.
Oh, Super Mario World. How do I love thee?
This is such
Let
a
me
great
count
game.
the ways. I love your fantastic controls, your beautiful arts.
This is a good video, dude, but this goes back to what I was saying earlier to someone else where it's too much I. And as a small channel, nobody cares about you if you want to grow. So making videos talking about what your favorite things are, and I made this mistake when I first started too. All my videos are talking about what my favorite games are, what my favorite this, what my favorite that, all my favorite memories. Nobody cares about any of that when you're small. And I realized that. It took me almost 6 months, 7 months to realize that. Maybe longer. Might have taken me like a year to realize that. So,
Daddy,
yes?
I fixed the joystick with all the things.
Okay, can you hear that I'm on the phone right now?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
I would show you. Come up with my mouth.
I can't. I'm on the phone right now. I'm working. I'm talking to people. Okay, thank you. But what I was saying is, my first year of doing this, I kept making all these videos saying I, and you need to stop. Cut making videos talking about I. If you want to grow, you need to speak to the masses. You need to talk about what everyone is talking about and give your opinion or your perspective on that. And maybe that's bad advice, but as a small channel, you're not going to grow if you don't do that. Maybe you can get back to talking about what you love after you've gotten some notoriety, but until then, you're not going to go anywhere because people don't care about what you like. Yeah, and the voice delivery needs a little bit of work too, but that'll come with time. That'll come with time. Yeah, they don't need food. Captain Retro. That's why I got 2 switches. All right, where was I here? Man, I got a lot of these windows open. Oh, here it is. But I hope that helps, Ice Pirate. Hope that helps. But don't let that hurt you from just making videos, because right now you just need to make videos, keep creating content, keep working on your craft. Don't worry about making it perfect. Just get comfortable with the camera and have at it. Do it for the fun of it. If you want to grow, then grow after you're comfortable talking to the camera. Don't try to grow before you're comfortable with the camera, because you'll just end up depressed and frustrated and want to quit. And that goes for everybody. Man, I have a hard time pressing play because I just love looking at this face. All right, here we go.
What is going down, YouTube town? It's your homeboy Captain Retro, and today,
Kevin, gotta tell you, only the left audio is working. You don't have stereo surround for whatever reason. Check your output on your video recording.
I am here with a
I'm
different
only hearing
kind
it out of my
video
left
from
ear.
the Captain Retro channel. It's a look down memory lane. I was asked by a couple different YouTubers to do a rental store video. My favorite memories of going to the rental store as a young man, as a child.
Oh,
and
nice,
the
Super
games that I
Nintendo.
rented
That's awesome.
there. And that's what I'm doing for you. So we're going to count down the top 5 games I used to rent at the old rental store.
Yeah, it's mono. Okay, I just didn't know if you knew or not. And your audio for your intro is way louder than the other audio.
You know, you'd walk in and it would just be like you were in, you know, a different world, a magical place, a place full of wonder. You didn't know what was going to be in stock.
You have mono.
That was half of the joy of it, was trying to beat other people to certain releases and fresh new releases. And if a game came out, if a movie came out, and you weren't there within the
It's
first
supposed to
couple
scare you. Well, it
hours
worked.
of it being available, you might not get it that weekend. So it was a prime imperative that you'd save your money up all week. all
Right
month,
here. This
and,
is good. This is good. Why weren't you there the whole time? See, this is game chasers right here. I like that.
You would go with your parents and rent a game. It was great. It was
How come
great.
you weren't there this whole time?
There's Redbox, you know, and Redbox is around still.
And you cut yourself away now. I like seeing you talk away from the camera because that gives a hardcore game chasers vibe. I like that.
Still order DVDs and whatnot through Netflix, right? Right? It's not the same. It's not the same as going to the mom and pop shop.
But I'll be honest, the audio really ruins it for this video because it's hard to listen to because it's only coming out of one ear and it's like annoying. Now, if I was on my computer without my headset on, maybe I wouldn't notice it. But the average viewer that is looking to subscribe to people might be turned off by that because it's a big, big negative.
And
even if it's a fuck up, it
covers
sucks.
and finding
Sucks
things
that
and the
it's a fuck up.
smells and the sights and sounds you would hear in there.
But I
and the
love
different
the
things
whole
playing
act like
on
you're
the-
being interviewed
on the
thing.
TV.
I love that. I know MC Murr was doing that in one of his other videos too, and I loved it.
To entice you to come rent that or see what was new this week in sci-fi, in horror, in video games. So you saved up all week and you're ready to go, and you get to the place.
You know, I used to work at Blockbuster for 2 years. Blockbuster Video. Some of the best years of my life. God, I had so much fun working at Blockbuster.
Open the doors and there it is, a cornucopia for the senses.
Oh, you told them to do
feast
it. Very
for the
cool.
eyes, a celebration of
Oh, you
of
didn't edit with
all
headphones,
things
didn't
that
catch it.
is
Gotcha.
media, and you could rent something, and sometimes you could get, you know, a 3-day rental, a 5-day rental. It changed over the years of how long you could keep things and how many different things you could 2-for-1 deals. You know, you didn't know what was going on that weekend, and it always made it that much more special when you'd go in there and find something and get a deal on it.
He's
too.
whispering
So you'd
sweet
be in there
nothings into
walking
my
around with
ear,
your parents
Bud.
or your brother or whoever you were with, and you'd see it in the corner of your eye, in the corner of the store. You'd see those double doors. Sometimes it was a curtain, one of those old 70s beaded curtains, but you knew what it meant. It meant adults only. And by God, that's where I rented most of my games. So coming in hot at number 5 on the list, and one that always made me happy to take back Sticky, was Bubble Bath Babes. Bubble Bath Babes is a puzzle game, not unlike
Now, are you
Bejeweled
joking, or did you
Hexic,
really
where you match
actually
up colored bubbles, and you look at the
rent
naked little
this
mermaid
game?
lady down at the bottom.
'Cause if you used
and
to
you
rent
stroke
this
your
game,
wang.
that's awesome.
They just weren't going to let a 12-year-old run around rampant through the porno section. So you had to sneak in. You had to be on your guard, and you had to be on time. You know, cameras were basically non-existent in security systems in the early and mid-'80s.
Oh, this is all a joke.
You
Okay.
got lucky. If you could get in there, you could get something. And then the trick was to take it out of
Eduardo,
the box
thank you
that
for
it
the
was in,
subscription.
rental box,
Appreciate
and
it.
stick it in the video game box and let them ring that up. That way you could get home with that porn. Number 4 on the list is Custer's Revenge. You are
funny.
General Custer, and you are seeking your revenge on the Native Americans by fucking a lady who's tied to a post. That's the entire game. This game, honestly, is one of the most fun times I've ever had with a joystick and a button and my own joystick in my hand. I still have a thing for Indians to this day. Dots, not feathers, but Indians nonetheless. Number 3 on the magical countdown is Beat 'em and Eat 'em.
Beat 'em and Eat 'em.
This game taught me everything I need to know about women. They are hungry for your man seed, and you need to shoot it off the top of a building into their mouths. Number 2 is Peekaboo Poker. It's poker with naked ladies. Strip poker, basically. Could you jack off any more? You couldn't. If you got to see a naked lady at 12 years old, regardless of the setting, you were jacking it. Pixelated TV? Jacking it. Over here, a porno in your parents' bedroom late at night? Jacking it. That may or may not have actually happened. And number 1 on the list.
Hey, Kevin, are you sure it was a porno in your parents' bedroom?
And the entire reason we did this whole countdown, Burning Desire.
What's up, T8?
You
How's it
are
going?
a hero dangling from a helicopter, jacking off onto a lady on fire. You might be peeing on her. I'm not exactly sure. All I know is it made me hot and horny as a child, and I stroked it a lot. This game gives me hope for all of
Platformer
mankind,
King, thanks for the
that we can be
subscription.
a better
Appreciate it.
people and come together as one. In fact, I've heard it through the grapevine that The Rock is attached to star in a big-budget motion picture version of Burning Desire, coming soon to a theater near you. In fact, I've got a little sneak peek right here. World premiere.
Come on my face, Bob. Come on my face.
You ready for this?
Come on my face.
Here Here's the thing that really sucks or blows from that video is you fucked up the audio, dude. Otherwise, God, that was a great video. Great video. But the audio just totally kills it. Totally kills it. Like, I almost want you to redo that video and get the audio proper on it and get the emotions right at the beginning of it, because it seemed to drag a little bit at the first minute and a half. But man, it really picked up after that. That was an excellent video. Excellent video. Sex sells is a message here. Did you need a message to know that? That was great, Kevin. Great job. Hey, what's up, Ted W? How's it going, buddy? Sears catalog jacket, that's for sure. All right. Anyone else? Anyone else? Can I check out your thumbnails? I'd be happy to. Let's see. Go to channel. Thumbnails. Loading. Internal. Wait, what? Hold on. The monkeys are broken. There we go. 1,000 subscribers on the dot. Retro Raider. Cheers to that, dude. Congrats again, man. Seriously. Thumbnails are terrible. Terrible. Too much going on. You got a very Alpha Omega Sin thing going on, and Alpha Omega Sin is well known for having some of the worst thumbnails ever. But he's popular, so he can get away with them. But these thumbnails are not good. I would say for your next video, however much time you put into a video, take time to hold on a second here. Alpha doesn't need thumbnails, exactly. I would say take the time to make the videos. I mean, take the time to make thumbnails or learn how to make thumbnails. In the time it takes you to make a video, you can learn how to make a good thumbnail. So for me, a typical video takes anywhere from 6 to 8 hours, if not more. So you want to spend 6 to 8 hours, if not more, learning how to make a good thumbnail. So download Photoshop and watch YouTube tutorials to death, like I did, to learn how to make good thumbnails. It takes time. It's not easy. It's not fast. There are quick programs out there that will do shortcuts for thumbnails if you prefer, but to each their own. Just don't put so much on the thumbnail because it's very overwhelming to people, and you need to take the time to learn how to make them. As Avedon just said, yeah, thumbnails are something I took time to study. Exactly. Hey, what's up, Turbo Jesse? Thanks for coming by. I think official art of some kind or a template you can use a text instead of your face on thumbnail. Exactly. Especially as a small channel. Nobody cares who you are as a small channel. So putting your face on a thumbnail, I used to think was important. It actually hurts your chances of someone clicking on it because you're not recognizable. They don't know who you are. So having your face on a thumbnail makes them not want to click on it because they don't know who you are. So you almost want to trick people into watching who you are to learn who you are to make them want to subscribe instead. So try to avoid putting your face on thumbnails unless it's absolutely necessary. Like if you look at my videos, or where am I? Let me bring me up here. My channel. I don't ever put myself, well, except for the Rate My Channel, but I don't care about that thumbnail. But when was the last time I used to do it all the time. When was the last time I put my face on a thumbnail? I put cartoon caricatures of my face sometimes, but I make sure to do that only when it makes sense to, and only when I think it would make a good thumbnail. But other than that, I avoid that. Gaming pet peeves, I put my face on this thumbnail, the gaming pet peeves, because this is a Smashers video, so I knew going into it, it's probably not going to get a lot of views, and the only people who are going to watch this video are people in the community who already know who I am. So because of that, I was like, okay, I'll put my face on that one. I put my face on this one because I wanted to put like an accent for, oh my god, how crazy is this? But in retrospect, I kind of wish I didn't. I kind of just wish I put the OMG without my face on there. But yeah, every time I put my face on a video, it pretty much hurt the views of it. Except for the Atari one. That one kind of took off for whatever reason. But yeah, try to avoid putting your face in the thumbnails if possible. Why are you getting... Super Andrew, I use paint.net, a free alternative to Photoshop. Okay, yeah, like I said, whatever works for you, run with it. Totally cool. I made my thumbnails if it makes sense for the video and people still know what the video is about. Exactly. Well, you didn't post a link, but you posted a website. Paint.net is a website, so that's why. Yeah, Nightbot thought it was a link. And Avedon said, or use Canva, which I'm not familiar with, but yeah. I usually make 2 thumbnails per video and pick the one I like better. It really helps. Yeah, exactly. An animated picture of yourself goes a long way. If you guys are not familiar with Chris Darker art, definitely check him out. Chris Darker made all the art for my channel, and he's incredible. Really good dude. Hit him up on Twitter if you're interested in getting some channel art. Hey, what's up, Joel from Media Glitch? In the house. What's going on? How we doing? How we doing? So, something I'd say to you, Joel, right off the bat is your thumbnails are pretty bad too. I probably could elaborate to be nicer, but I'm just going to hit right to the point. There's too much going on in the videos for people to click on them. This one, The Worst Indie, is pretty good, but instead of putting a picture of your face there, I'd put a picture of a question mark over a blurred image of The Worst Indie or something like that, to make people want to find out what it is, because like I just said, nobody knows who you are. If you're under 100,000 subscribers, hell, if you're under 500,000 subscribers, the vast majority of YouTube doesn't know who you are. So I don't personally like putting a picture of myself in a thumbnail if I'm not known. Maybe if I got huge someday, maybe I would, but I don't even know. At that point, maybe I wouldn't, because I got big because I didn't do it, so I'd be scared to do it at that point. So... I love that intro.
What's up, guys?
You're
Joel
reading my-
Valley
no, I'm
from
reading your
Media
channel.
Glitch here, and happy holidays, depending on when you're watching this. Because of how lazy I am, sometimes things don't get uploaded for quite some time. So we have
Media
a
Glitch is an
special,
awesome channel,
another
by the way.
special
And
segment
Joel is
for
an
you
awesome
guys.
dude.
Thank you for
Good
joining
person.
in. And like I said before, we
Love
get
that sweater,
tons
by the
of
way, Joel.
indie
Damn,
games
that's a
sent
great
to us,
sweater.
and we can't get to them all. So we found a creative way.
New Mexico
to do it. And
represent,
what
right?
What I do is I pass out codes like candy, like
That's
it's
a good way to
Halloween.
put it, Super
And then
Nintendo.
these guys play the games, and they come and they do a 3-minute review of these guys, and they go up against each other. Are we okay? Oh, okay. I didn't know what was going on. You
Jeff
come
is
around
good
the corner.
people.
Stage manager comes around the
You
corner.
must be
I don't
drunk.
know what's going on. So, anyway, so they enter into the arena of death.
I was gonna say, I thought I saw
right?
this.
And
I commented on this.
Let me introduce some people to you right here. We got our ugly sweater crew. There we go.
So one thing I'd say is, I love the show format. I love the idea of having people just talk about these indies in short bursts. It's perfect. It's perfect. But we're 1 minute and 17 seconds into the video, and we still haven't even gotten to what the title is. If you haven't gotten to what the title is in the first 30 seconds, you're going to lose a lot of viewers. So as I know it's a show format, but if I were you, I would address the audience saying, "Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the video. Today we're talking about the worst indie game, and by my side here, I have these two folks who have been playing a ton of indie games, and they're going to present to you their thoughts on them in 3-minute bursts to let you know if it's worth your time or not, and then just pass it over to them." That way, it skips this whole long intro, and it avoids losing a lot of people.
Alex, Dylan the villain, how are you guys? Hello, everyone. Thank you. You guys will be starting it off. You guys got some games.
Oh, the
and
problem
this,
is it's not for
segment's
YouTube.
called The
It's
Next
for
Indie
live
Devs
TV. Ah.
Got Talent Survivor.
Then, if that's the
Survivor
case, I would say just when you put it on YouTube, edit it to cut to this point right here, where it's right here, where you're saying...
We got our ugly sweater crew. There we go. Alex, Dylan the villain.
Just
how
cut
are
it
you
right
guys?
here.
Hello, everyone. Thank you. You guys are right here. We got our ugly sweater crew.
So right here, I'd start the video here. Instead of having everyone else sit through the minute 16, if this is made for YouTube, edit it like it's for YouTube. So start right here with you going...
There we go. Alex, Dylan the villain. How are you guys?
Hello, everyone.
Thank you. You guys will be starting it off. You guys got some games. And this segment's called The Next Indie Devs Got Talent Survivor Edition Miami.
Nailed it.
Which we never put in the titles because no one was going to ever search that. So, yeah. Indie game battle arena.
I believe this is local access.
Whatever,
right?
but
I'm way too lazy to edit for
we
YouTube.
got some
I make
games
money on
sent to
TV.
us.
It's uploaded to YouTube for...
And what happens is,
well, I mean,
whichever game
it
I
is
like
what
of
it is. But I'm
theirs,
saying if you
the other
want
guy
to
has
grow
leave,
on
and then
YouTube,
the
you
next
need
reviewer
to not be
comes on,
lazy.
And the winner gets to take home this custom-made.
I feel like you have
by my
so much
producer,
potential.
Tommy.
If you're too lazy, have someone else do it. Have someone else
Handmade
edit it.
by this guy.
Editing's
It's made out of
huge.
frosting.
As
Cake
potentially
frosting, so I have
perfect
to
just
be
said.
careful.
Editing is really important to me. Exactly.
All right, here we go.
I love the talk show feel too.
How
for
are
sure.
you?
Doing great.
Yeah? You have a good week?
This is in New
Nah.
Mexico on local
Well,
access, I
let's
believe.
see.
Correct?
There's a lot of stuff going on in this stage, huh?
It was
All right.
made a little better by my game, though. I was pleasantly surprised to get a good one this week.
Okay, I'm excited already. Go. What is
Yep.
it? Who's
I
it?
want to show you Fluffy Horde.
What'd you say?
Fluffy Horde.
Oh, Fluffy Horde.
YouTube's a
Gotcha.
beast. Hey, you're not gonna grow on YouTube with that
This is
attitude, Joel. Come on,
basically
man.
a tower defense
You already sound
game.
defeated.
Kind of flexible. You got to keep these swarms of bunnies.
Thumpers.
In all sizes and colors and sometimes powers from populating too
See,
much.
here's the thing.
with
I was gonna
that,
say this is perfect for TV. Perfect. This would be. I would sit my ass down and watch this on TV all day long, but on YouTube, people have come to expect edits. So it's not going to help grow your channel without the edits, but it's great. You know, yes, Captain Retro, but I feel like you can overcome that if you work hard enough. I'd like to think.
bar down at the bottom fills up all the way, then you lose, no matter how you slice it.
Are you thumper blocking in this game?
Pretty much.
You gonna block the thumping?
There's also like voice acting in this too.
But,
and
all right, so I
it's
can do
decent.
one
Some
more,
of
and then
it's
I gotta
pretty
go
funny.
because I gotta make dinner for the kids before they
Like
start going
this
nuts
bunny
here. So
shaman here.
who else we got? Last one.
Summoning
Last
the
one. We've been
hordes.
going live for
And the
2.5
music is,
hours.
it's
Woo!
upbeat. I
Who
would
wants
say that
to
it
be
fits
the
very well
finisher?
with the setting. Nothing memorable though. But you spawn these units. Sometimes you're limited in what you can do. but
Potentially
there's
perfect.
So many rabbits.
Oh my goodness.
And look, that's actually a pretty small horde.
Is that you just summoning units right there?
Yeah, no, this is before I really figured out what I...
All right. So if you're not... Oh, man. If I thought about doing Nintendo Direct, I would have. Just to be funny. Potentially perfect. This is... How am I not subscribed to you? I thought I was subscribed to you. I was going to say, you're one of my favorite channels in the last 2 weeks. Well, I just subscribed to you. Sorry about that. Okay, so the Mega Man... Was it you that was the Mega Man video? Or was that someone else that you just recommended? Regardless, yeah, it was you. It was Mega Man in the history of Mega Man. This video is awesome. The history of Mega Man video. I kind of want to show it again. What's up, Lucius? You didn't miss anything except me blabbering on and drinking wine. Please give this video a thumbs up and let show us fast. We appreciate it. Oh, thanks, Coloco. And Coloco, seriously, thank you so much for the donations, dude. You're awesome. Seriously. Saltiest Gaming, what's going on, buddy? You are definitely not new to YouTube, liar. I kind of want to do the Mega Man one for everyone to see how good you are. I haven't watched other ones, though. Let's watch a different one, because I've already seen that one. Let's watch this one. Why is it muting you?
The ability to absorb and
okay.
He's pink, he's nearly indestructible, and he has the ability to absorb and take on the characteristics of his enemies.
Hold on. You're
Whoa,
doing an episode
hey!
about Majin Buu?
Nintendo Direct. I thought you didn't want to be on here. What? I did not expect to see him in here.
No. Well, okay, I can actually see where you got that from, but no. Today we're talking all about the Star Warrior himself, Kirby. So on today's episode, we're going over his development, lore, and legacy. Get ready for Hero Unlocked.
You definitely got me.
Kirby, the spherical wonder, made his first appearance in 1992.
First off, I'd say potentially perfect. Your voice is magical. Like, I love your voice. I love your voice. I'm jealous. I wish I had your voice, dude.
Who's Kirby's Dreamland? The character was created by Masahiro
love this
Sakurai,
voice.
originally
It's so
under the name
warm.
of Popo during development until
Perfect.
Kirby was chosen from a list of names. Shigeru Miyamoto, aka Daddy Mario, noted that the name Kirby was chosen to pay homage to John Kirby. John Kirby was a lawyer who worked as a defense for Nintendo during the infamous Universal vs. Nintendo court case disputing the legality of Donkey Kong's existence against King Kong's. As an added bonus, the name sounded rather funny, as it sounded very harsh when compared to Kirby's, cute appearance. Speaking of Kirby's appearance, his color, his claim to fame, was intended to be pink as per Sakurai, while Miyamoto didn't take kindly to that. Well, all this didn't really matter because the promotional material for the first game on Game Boy showed Kirby as being white. I mean, I guess that makes sense because that's the way he looks in the game, but, so does everything.
Oh my god, I never put two and two together. Kirby was white in the original one. I didn't even think about that. This is potentially perfect. Potentially perfect. Can you speak up in the chat so people can check your channel out? Actually, I should just probably share this link so people can check you out. Let me just do that. This is potentially perfect video that I'm sharing. Check him out. Give him a subscription. This guy is lit. He's fire.
Else, yeah. Kirby is the embodiment of simplicity, from his round exterior to his games as a whole.
I can't tell you how much I played the original Kirby on Game Boy when I should have been doing homework. And look where it got me. Now I got a life of doing YouTube playing video games. That's not a bad thing, though.
Kirby's Dream Land, Kirby's first title, was designed to be very approachable to people who didn't play action games. The game itself didn't show off Kirby's trademark ability to take his enemies' powers, however. The gameplay was much more streamlined. Kirby's main form of attacking was to inhale enemies and the like and spit them back out to do damage. Kirby was also able to do things like fly without end. Kirby's copy ability wouldn't show up until Kirby's second game, Kirby's Adventure. This game, now showcasing...
Hey, potentially perfect. You want to get yourself a viral video? Talk about... This is a trade secret right now. So do with this information what you would like. But if you want to do a history of games, right now a very hot topic on the internets is Mother 3. So do with that what you will.
Kirby's True Color was released in 1993 on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Sakurai added the copy ability to Kirby's arsenal
exactly,
as a way to answer
this guy
criticism
deserves
of the
more
first game's
subs.
lack
It's
of
so
complexity.
good.
The copy ability would add a new layer of challenge and make the game a bit more replayable. Aside from the copy ability, Kirby also sported the ability to slide, attack, and run. The game even had some dope mini-games like claw games
so
and
hot
arenas.
right now.
While
Hey,
this game
what's
was
up, Ryan?
received very
Castlemania
well,
Games
it was
in the
released
house.
way
What's going
into
on?
NES's lifetime. I mean, the Super NES was released in 1991 in the States.
I don't know if I said it
the
already,
game was
but later,
eventually
Retro
remade
Raider.
on the Game Boy Advance as Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. I played the heck out of this game when I was a kid.
Let me just tell you, potentially perfect. As far as, I mean, just so you know, if you want to do a video on, like I did my Why Mother 3 Disappeared, don't be afraid to hop on that view train, because I'm getting, let me find out my views here. my views right now for Why Mother 3 Disappeared, I'm getting 270 views plus an hour right now, and it's up to 13,000 views, and it's an evergreen topic, and it's completely blowing up because everybody is talking about Mother 3. And I didn't know that when I made the video. I was just making it because I wanted to make a Mother 3 video. I thought it was going to be something interesting to talk about. And then I posted it, and everyone's like, oh my god, everyone's making Mother 3 videos right now. Does that mean it's coming out by Nintendo? So I think you could do a really good history of Earthbound games and maybe pick up some views and some subs if you do it right and do the tags and thumbnail right.
Back when Konami still cared about video games, it was Pokemon, Kirby, Boktai. Freaking Boktai! Konami. After Kirby's Dream Land 2 on the Game Boy, Sakurai set his sights on the Super NES. Kirby Superstar was released on the console in 1996 in North America. The game sports many features that cement this title as one of the best in the franchise. We're talking co-op play, multiple modes, and enemies with more health. In co-op play, the first player would take control of Kirby, while the second player would control a copied enemy. The multiple modes I referred to were displayed on the main menu.
Advice
These modes
to
included, but
Ryan,
were
I'm
not
waiting
limited
for you to make a video
the
before I
Great
can
Cave
give you
Offensive,
advice.
a mode in which Kirby searches around a cave a la Metroid in order to collect 60 treasures, some of which are references to other Nintendo games. Spring Breeze being a remake of Kirby's Dream Land with the gameplay of Superstar. And Gourmet Race, a mode in which Kirby races against King Dedede from one end of a map to the other. This game was a pretty big success
I'm
and even
actually
spawned a
drinking two
remake
different
on
wines
Nintendo
right
DS
now.
in 2008.
Because I forgot I had one
Kirby's
open.
Dream Land 3 hit the Super NES
I got,
before Kirby made his way onto
Kirkland
Nintendo 64.
Malbec.
Kirby 64 The Crystal
And,
Shards hit the
Menage a
N64 in
Trois.
2000 after 3 years of development. The game was initially
They are
intended to
excellent.
find its home on the ill-fated Nintendo 64 DD. This was a CD-based add-on for the N64. However, after the system proved to be a flop, it made its way to the good old cartridge. This game featured some very interesting additions.
Hey,
to
what's
the
up, Brandon Friesen Factor? How's it
Additions
going?
that, while
Oh
viewed
crap, that
positively,
reminds
weren't
me.
really used again in the same
Before I
way
end the stream, I gotta do the
until
giveaway.
What I'm talking
I
about
totally
is that
forgot about the
Kirby now
giveaway.
has the ability to combine
Glad he
two
showed up.
powers in order to create new ones. For example, Kirby could combine ice and snow to become a freaking curling stone. That's pretty dope. And really random, but still pretty dope. In 2004, Kirby went full Metroidvania with Kirby and the Amazing Mirror for the Game Boy Advance. This project was an undertaking by HAL Labs, Flagship, a subsidiary of Capcom, and DIBS. DIBS did the programming, HAL was in charge of the artwork, and Flagship did the main planning for the game. This all made for not only one of Kirby's most ambitious adventures, but my personal favorite game in the franchise. The game features link cable compatibility with up to 4 players, each player controlling a differently
Hold on
colored
one sec,
Kirby.
guys. I gotta get the list
And if you
together.
don't have friends like that, well, the other Kirbys are CPU controlled and can be summoned with a cell phone. Which is weird, but I guess I get it. The title also sported the single best copy ability in all of Kirbydom, and this was the Smash ability. And when you lost this ability, you just wanted to die. After 5 years between major Kirby releases, he hits the Nintendo Wii with a freaking bang. Kirby's Return to Dreamland hit the console in October of 2011. Initially announced as a GameCube title, it was eventually moved due to several development issues. After 11 years in
Where did I
development
put
hell,
that
several
list?
different
1 minute,
games were
guys,
proposed
sorry.
for this title. This centered around the devs' insistence that the game focus around multiplayer. Eventually, this gameplay style was settled on and released after the announcement of Kirby's Epic Yarn in 2010 killed all hope that this game even existed anymore. The game still featured multiplayer.
This is such a
power.
great video.
The first player took control of Kirby, as players 2 through 4 could take control of another Kirby, King Dedede, Meta Knight, or Waddle Dee. Because why would you want to be Kirby when you could be a Waddle Dee? Strangely enough, each player shared from one pool of lives. If any sub-player died, they'd use a life to come back, but if Kirby died, everyone died. This game also introduced temporary copy abilities called super abilities, which were the hallmark of pretty much every trailer for this game. The Nintendo Switch, released in 2017, marked the return of many mainline Nintendo franchises. The Legend of Zelda, Super Mario, Pokemon, and Metroid, just to name a few. So, naturally, a Kirby game was announced shortly after. Kirby Star Allies dropped in March of 2018. The game was developed under the premise of one of the cancelled GameCube Kirby titles. This one incorporated elements from Kirby Superstar and utilized the Helper ability. This game was designed yet again to take advantage of multiplayer capabilities. However, I think this game was a bit of a backward step in that the other players took control of minion characters. They did eventually add other Star Allies through DLC that was free, but I mean, still, it's kind of weird. The plots of Kirby games are like the plots of Kirby games. What I do find fascinating is just how relevant plot lines involving cake are after 20 years. What's more, the Kirby canon is pretty debatable. Okay, like with most franchises, it's pretty easy. You've got the main games,
giveaway
you've got
is
spin-offs.
complete.
Well, with how Kirby games work, it's hard to
If you
tell
follow me on Twitter, you would have
what's
seen
what.
it for like the last 20 days I was
Like,
sharing
okay,
it.
so you've got games like Kirby's Adventure.
Follow me
It's
on Twitter.
straightforward, It's a Kirby game, and it's obviously canon. It has all the things that make a Kirby
I'm
game
trying
what
to
it
think
is.
of everyone
the
here.
copying, the jumping, the sliding, whatever. And then there's games like Kirby's Epic Yarn. Like, all the characters and such are still there, but Kirby's
Make sure I
made
got
out of
everyone.
yarn. So it's weird. Almost as weird as a person taking the time to try and explain the canon of a game about a pink puffball.
Hey, whoa. Tell him about the time that Kirby Pandora boxed himself.
Ah, yes. In Kirby's second game, Kirby's Adventure, King Dedede steals the Star Rod, a weapon that powers the Fountain of Dreams. Kirby takes off after Homeboy in order to get the rod back. After doing so, this is when things really went down. You see, Kirby didn't know that Dedede stole it and split it up amongst his friends because a creature named Nightmare
You follow
had
me
corrupted
and you
the fountain
didn't
in
know
order to give the
about this.
residents of
How
Dreamland
do you
bad
follow me?
dreams.
Do you not even
So
go on
Kirby's kind of a
Twitter?
bad
How
guy
would you
in
follow me and not know about the giveaway? I literally shared it like 30 times. Come on now. Okay. I have nothing to add to this potentially perfect. It's potentially perfect. It's great. The only thing I can add is a thumbs up on that. Okay. So we are going to do the giveaway before I end this stream. So let me bring it up. Hold on 1 second here. We're going to bring it up on the front. Where did I put it? Add display source, display capture. Whoa. No, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. Well, that's my display. Does that count? Oh, man. That's not it. 1 second. Window capture. There we go. Couldn't find that for some reason. Awesome. That's definitely not it. Why is it all white? Ugh, God, that's annoying. Hold on a second. Let me just do this. It's always going to be difficult, doesn't it? Do a workaround. Make an image of it. One second, chat. Sorry, I'm missing everyone. I broke the internet. Waz has charisma. Scott the Waz is awesome. Scott the Waz actually came to the live stream when I was playing a game the other day. It kind of blew my mind. Let me see. Cancel. I don't know why that's a white screen. Remove that. Let's try this. Image. Okay, browse. All right. Excuse me. So there we have the numbers. I should put this over here. So those, everyone who entered right there to win a sealed copy of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We have only 12 people entered. Only 12. 12 people. So, yeah. Yeah, he did. He's a really good dude. I've talked to him a couple times in private chat as well, and he is legit down to earth, really good people. So I have nothing but great things to say about Scott the Waz. I'm blown away that he actually takes the time to talk to people if they want to talk to him. All right, here we go. Enough jibber jabber. Let me load up, where is the screen? Here we go. Here we go. Random number generator. Random number generator. The giveaway is going on in just a moment. Daddy? Yeah, bud? Yeah, give me 1 second, and then I'll be right there to cook dinner, okay? Okay, thanks. Okay, here we go. Random number generator. That's not showing the right thing. What the heck? Hold on. There we go. Why was it showing the wrong thing? Okay, we got a random number generator 1 to 12. And, well, actually, before we do 1 to 12, we're going to do a 1 to 5 for how many times I click generate. Because this is what people told me to do. This is sealed. It's a sealed smash. Yes. Yes, I'm sick and I'm still making videos and I'm still doing live streams because goddamn, I love this. All right, here we go. We're going to do this to find out how many times I'm going to click the generate button. We're going to click the generate button 5 times for the winner. So minimum 1, max 12. We're going to click this 5 times. Ready? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The winner of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is number 4, Nicholas Sterling. Nicholas Sterling. One person not in this chat, of course. So congratulations, Nicholas Sterling, for winning it. I will be contacting you on Twitter. And before I go, why don't I show you guys this? Where are we? Here we go. Move this over here. Where is Nicholas Sterling's? Nicholas Sterling's entry is this.
Merry Christmas to everyone that celebrates it, and good luck on the giveaway, and I love Smash JT.
There he is. That's the winner right there. Nicholas Sterling. Exospacely X. I said Ice Pirate wrong. I'm sorry, guys. I wanted to do it on the live stream so we knew it was all legit and there was no shenanigans going on in the background or anything like that. I want to let you all know this is a legitimately real copy that I'm mailing out to somebody who participated in the I Love Smash JT challenge. So I'm sorry for those who didn't win. I have a feeling I might have another giveaway coming up soon, so don't fret. But yeah, thank you guys all for participating. And I guess on that note, because I'm starting to lose my voice, on that note, I'm probably going to end the stream. Let me get that out of the way. There we go. But yeah, that was a lot of fun, guys. Again, thank you so much to Coloco for the donations. Everyone else with the other donations. It was so generous and kind of you guys. It was a great stream. My one thing that I'm kind of sad about is there weren't really any new faces here. These are everyone that started last year at 2018 with me. So, I mean, I'm sure new people will be trickling in as the new year starts. So make sure you treat them well. Put your arm around them. Help them out if they need it. Because, God, if it's anything like me, I needed any help I could get when I got started. So I know we got an awesome community here. You guys are all incredible. Thank you for what you do. Thanks for coming by. And I have a feeling my next live stream is not going to be too long from now because I can't stop playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. With that being said, I love you all. Thank you so much for coming by. And I'll catch you on the next one. Stay sexy.